Don't hit the bank, I bring it. Don't hit the bank, I bring it. Look at they face, they hate it. Some funk you just can't fake it. She think it's mashed potatoes. Love on like Gary Payton. Can't go have on no babies, so I just shake and bake it. I ball like make it, take it. I hit them on the splurge. Hop in the coupe and swerve. Space boy on my shirt. Look like they feelings hurt. So I'ma say a prayer. God be with all my haters. I promise we gon' make it. I ball like make it, take it.
Ball like make it, take it. I like to see it.
That's for the Confess or for something else?
Cincinnati.
All the nasty. What's in that? What's in that? That Javon, you already know. Don't even do it to yourself.
That nigga Chris, that nigga.
You right. You don't
want
listen
to
to
the
shit.
festival. It's 2 days long.
You performing?
I'm glad I'm actually here with y'all in person. I
When
wanted
do you
to sit
perform?
there. I'm so happy. My niggas is really working hard to turn it
Natty?
up.
What's
I
the
didn't show up
go
in
on
iron,
stage?
you know? Seeing y'all going
Oh,
hard,
no,
man, really makes me.
I had the fucking itinerary in my email, but
so hard.
Well, I might only just be coming down the 15th because I just rock with Javon. I think
Yeah, the nasty ain't no but a 2-hour trip. You ain't gonna stay the night, nigga. You already
always.
Not too much, y'all. I'm not them.
I was trying to go. I'm like, it's like a 2-stop.
I got a little
2
Cincinnati.
stop, man. I was gonna try to go to Papados down there.
Yeah, you got shit to do.
Oh, yeah? Dude, she got a COUCH?
I think so.
Yeah, she got a COOCHIE.
Yeah.
He said.
Yeah. Niggas all getting pencils and paper. Hold on, wait. A Q?
Spell it
QS.
Run that back. Is the H silent?
Yeah.
Use it in the sentence.
When you come over here,
No, I'm good.
Alright, so I mean, yeah, man, all my homies is here, man. Ring. We in the back of the class with the cool kids talking about the cool shit, man.
I got weed in my desk.
He got weed in his desk, man. So, you know what I'm saying? Go back there. Don't be hot with it. You know what I'm saying? Just asking for a pencil if you want a gram, a pen if you want to have and a notebook if you want the whole zip. You feel me? He don't got anything in between that.
Hey, that's the same
That's a
niggas.
big jump.
The
It
same
is,
niggas
but-
that's hoteps online.
It's a
to go to
notepad.
school with no
Maybe it's
paper,
a book bag.
no pencil.
That's a 1.5.
No book bag.
So 1.75 to 28
It's a
grams.
marketing thing. It's like, look, either get the half A or get the zip, bro. I'm not
the
mad at all of that, bro. I got the gram. I got the half A. You thought I was going to
That's
have
all I got
A's,
bagged up right
quarters,
now.
That's all I got back.
halves, 3/4. Like, no, bro, I got time for all that, man. You want a
I ain't gonna
quarter?
cap, I used to
Sounds
do
to
that
me
for
like you need
certain
4.
people.
You need
Like,
4.
bruh, look, I
Sounds
only
like
got
that.
this bagged up.
You
Come on,
need-
you need to take this or I can't do nothing. I ain't taking off the bag.
Actually, you need 8 half A's if you want a quarter.
That's too much work.
I don't know, man.
You want me to do this work?
I don't know, man. I don't know, man.
You got this.
That's why he gets scared.
But yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? Hey, see, we got calculators, we got John.
Hey, teachers used to be like,
Calculator.
hey, you won't have a calculator everywhere. You need to learn this.
I'm
Got
like,
phones,
you
all
stupid
quarters
bitch.
up now.
hold up. And it's super convenient to
Bro,
pull
look
up now.
Boop, calculator activated.
Super
That took
convenient.
less than 2 seconds.
And I never use the Pythagorean theorem.
Bro,
I was young.
calculus, nobody uses
I never
calculus.
had to use the
I
A
never
squared
went to
plus
calculus class.
I used
never-
geometry.
I used to go to
geometry.
calculus only to sleep. Only to sleep. And
I
the
think
teacher
I
was
got
okay with it.
I think I passed pre-calculus. I did algebra 1, algebra 2.
So what's the topics?
Fuck off.
Topic 1. Javon is rude.
Topic 1, Javon is rude.
Bullet
That was
points.
the freestyle moment. That could have been the first topic. We were talking about school and math and stuff. But we can go ahead and get the topic. So we ain't really got kids topics because we're gonna put our prayers out to Mama Josh, man, you know what I'm saying? Mama Neil, she out there, she in the hospital. She's not feeling that well right now. So Kev is out handling that, but we are definitely going to, you know what I'm saying, keep it moving. And shout out Jesus, because all my friends pulled up. I thought it was gonna be me and Mike, and then everybody just came out. So let's go ahead
Shout out.
and get into this.
Get
You know what
well
I'm saying?
soon.
Get well soon, man. Hold on, I'm gonna hit the T-Bow for you real quick, mom.
TiVo gang.
Alright, the team on what's up.
Young niggas
I gotta hit that
ugly.
T-Bow for it real quick, man. She gonna be alright. Alright, so then I guess, man. Let's talk about E3, man. E3 is June 11th, man.
We watching it here.
Yeah, you got pulling up?
Yeah,
I'm down like some rip. I wanted to go so bad.
Is they gonna be playing Fortnite there?
I don't think it's not really like where they play games.
I mean, people do play games, but the experience being from watching, we don't watch nobody.
To play a game, you probably got
I heard it wasn't
one.
gonna be that crazy this year as far as like.
They open it to the general public now. It's
Bro,
not
I didn't know it
the past
wasn't
2
open
years.
to the general public until they said it was now. I thought it always had been.
Nah, the past 2 years, like it just happened like 2 years ago. It's always been
Yeah, I remember
fast.
they made the announcement before. I was just like, wait, so niggas couldn't come before that?
You wouldn't like. I mean, it was like invite. It was like invitation only. Like some people had contests
We
and shit
gonna
like
get press
that.
match.
Or yeah, it was press and shit like that because it was normally for, you know what I'm saying, like Game Informers, shit like that, places like that who
We getting the press
they
match.
only want to show niggas who
Before
want
social media
who
was
matter
booming.
really to show exactly.
And everything don't gotta be in the magazine.
Yeah. Now and now like, you know what I'm saying, plus like you said, social media and then Steams and like alphas and betas and shit, they're starting to realize like gamers, we tell niggas like they Twitters and they social media go crazy. We be telling them like we want this in the game or we don't like this, we don't like this. And it's like
That was terrible.
Why are you going?
yeah, they do that. He was like, why is that many niggas in there with a camera? But nah, they
His hair, or no, was that a hat? Was it a hat? Okay.
you take the hat, you take the hair, you cut it off, and you mold it into a hat.
This one?
I mean, like, we're gonna be
This
fire,
one.
fire.
Hey, slide me that ashtray up.
I was just talking to you
This one.
about Death Stranding like yesterday, right?
Yeah.
That's why I'm talking my mouth for you. I'm sorry, but.
He has no home.
Yeah, so this nigga on my fault. We don't say nigga.
Nigga, you allowed to say nigga.
Oh, we allowed to say nigga.
My fault. So he
You got
took
a
the
corner in
gym.
there.
It's all beats.
Take him out.
Hey,
He took the gym account, but this is first game since since Metal Gear Solid. They took his shit, so this is his company, his game. I personally think it's probably
I
one of
think
the best
Guillermo
games.
del Toro.
I've
Why have you not swallowed that food yet?
Right, bro. I'm like,
I'm like, you know,
Why
I
it
can't
takes a long
understand
time
you,
to chew thumbtack? Okay, so we all got we all got motherfucking Chipotle one time. This nigga boy almost died on his Chipotle in the backseat of the Hummer, bro.
This is 10 years ago.
We all in the car. He lying.
I got a small throat.
He lied. He lied.
How's that gay?
He lied. You're worshipful. You're
Y'all
worshipful.
niggas is wild.
He lied.
Y'all niggas.
Hey yo!
I'm done with
Yo,
y'all, man.
worshipful.
Bro homo, no homo.
But no, you gotta hear about how Boy almost fucking died and Rip almost flipped a Hummer trying to save him, bro. This nigga Boy was chewing it. Because Boy just be, I can't tell this story and type the codes. You just want me to log your phone and it says, I got, hold on, chewing
That's somebody else tell a story.
4
Maury was there.
Yeah,
Maury
Maury.
tell a story.
Tell us,
See, you
man.
log in.
Alright. I was choking on food. My dad
Were you?
pulled the car over. I forget what
No
happened.
way,
somehow.
he chews for an excessively long
Cause
period of
I-
time. Just fucking was chewing and
No
shit.
fault.
So they just start fucking choking like, we all in the car like, what the fuck? Rick was like, you're hungry. You're pull the whip over and CVS and go like,
What usually happens, bro, when I'm eating, food gets stuck in my throat. I take a little while, and then it goes down, right? So when it takes too long, I just drink something. You know, what I'm saying? I drank something, and it was stuck too. So I couldn't get it down. It was, you know.
He said it was stuck too.
it wasn't funny.
He
at the
almost
moment.
died.
But yeah, so I don't even know. Sorry, Mark.
Nah, my story's over. I don't want
Sorry,
this
E3 isn't doing really any new releases. I feel they just
Well,
going to
Sony.
Well, I get you right.
Well, so, yeah, so
Everybody do their own.
Sony's going to do, I heard Sony's going to do some new releases, but it's not going to be all driven towards all new releases.
Well, it's because they have so much.
Will you let me say my piece?
Jesus Christ, Jim, are you okay?
I'm fine.
Okay.
Let me say my piece. But I feel like it's going to be more detail in the stuff that they already got coming out. Like I heard they was going to be showing more in detail on Last of Us 2 and some new Rage 2 game that's coming out. Maybe that's for Xbox or Microsoft. I'm not sure.
It thing's for everything. Rage 2 was I think Rage.
I ain't never
was a
heard of
regular
that
game.
game.
Yeah, I never heard of it
I
either.
ain't never heard that, but I heard of
But 2 seemed like it's about to be popping.
Yeah, it's made by Bethesda. It's the same people who made Skyrim and Fallout. You know what I'm saying?
Bethesda hard.
It is. It's it looks like it's a first-person shooter. It's super pretty. You got like powers and shit. It's not like I don't think it's like Destiny. I think it's more like Fallout.
What happened to that?
Like powers, but it looks like it's like
Anthem.
Mm-hmm.
Anthem is supposed to still be coming out too.
Anthem
It's
was like last year at E3. Right?
Yeah, I thought it was.
They only showed it. They didn't really.
Yeah, I feel
show
like,
it.
yeah, but I feel like that's in like way far.
Well,
like,
they always do that. Like when games get announced, they get announced at E3 2, 3, 4 years before they actually come out. A lot of times.
Yeah, but I feel like this is just not.
Is that EA though?
When I really think about it,
think
E3, I mean, Sony has a good point when they talk about detailing or going and detailing the games that they're about to come out with. Because I feel like Last of Us is not finished yet, and they're gonna show more Red Dead Redemption.
Well, they said it's gonna be
When is Red Dead
2019.
Redemption coming out? Ain't
Red
that
Dead
coming out,
Redemption come out in
next month?
November.
Nah, like no,
Come out
like
in November.
November. It's September, October.
October 26th.
Well, they might show a little bit more detail. I know they might show like heavy Kingdom Hearts 3. That's what I'm waiting on.
They said they focus on. They said the article I saw said
They
they're not
came
doing
out
no
with a leak. Sorry to
hardware.
interrupt you,
They
but-
said no. They said they're not dropping no new hardware. They're just gonna focus on 4 games: Last of Us 2, Death Stranding,
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, and
They not. They
I don't
trying to
remember
push
the
back
one.
on
What was
Days
the fourth
Gone.
one?
It's not Days Gone because they've
Red
been
Dead.
talking a lot about Days
I don't
Gone.
remember Red Dead.
I feel like
Ghost
Days
of
Gone-
Ghost of
Ghost.
to
Oh, yeah, that's gonna get
Tsushima.
Ghost.
Yeah,
That
I-
shit look crazy.
So these 4 games.
That's open.
Oh, that samurai. You right.
And that's
you right.
the reason.
That samurai game.
That's
you
what
right.
I was trying to say to your point of why they don't have to announce no new games because they've got 4 exclusive titles that are set to come out for their platform that you don't really know much about. So why even like Days Gone? They talked about Days Gone. That was announced at E3
So
like
when
2,
you
3 years ago.
said, not to interrupt you, again, you said Death Stranded.
Yep.
That's that.
It's,
That's that, yeah.
The Last of Us 2 is what's going to be headlining
Yeah.
the show. They said that's what's predominantly the show is going to be about.
I don't
The
want
Last
them
of
to
Us
show
2.
that much. That's gonna be hurtful.
It's because it's coming out soon. And then you know.
But
it's-
sometimes,
Speaking
though,
of showing
sometimes-
too much, I think Days Gone is gonna be trash because
Days Gone looks whack. That's
No,
probably one of my
yeah, that was
topics.
whack.
And
That's
when
one of my
I say
topics.
that,
It
and
was
when I
whack.
say that, because when people show when games franchises show too much footage, they feel like they already gonna know a game is whack. And when you see the format, how the game is built, like experience points and however many zombies you kill, you like that shit kind of
Even
like,
down to you see the little thing where they had where you had to go to it and throw fire, the Molotov.
yeah,
and things.
yeah.
I'm
Like, they
like,
had an
oh,
hour.
this is
They
whack.
came out with an hour.
They're
game.
going to have you do
They
that.
came out with an
The
hour
whole
of
game.
gameplay.
It's gonna be a map, and it's gonna be like, here's a whole bunch of these things that you need to go throw a Molotov at, wait for zombies to come out and shoot them bitches. Like, I hate shit like
But
that.
sometimes
I
though,
thought
when
it
they
was
show a
gonna
lot
be
of footage, they really be finessing. They got way more to show. Like Kingdom Hearts been
That's a
showing
good
stuff
game.
for a long time. Yeah, sometimes they finesse you like
Kingdom
that.
Hearts show is literally like a minute 30, if 2
But
minutes.
They've
they
been
been
showing
showing-
the same gameplay footage for like 6 years.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, and
They
then
gave us
on
a-
top of
they
that,
gave us a
it's
couple
like-
They
seconds.
gave us Toy Story's world now. Like they done showed that, but we've known about the Toy Story world and the that gameplay where they was fighting at the one spot, like in the little. I think that might even be Entangled because I didn't know what board that was, but they been showing that for a
They
while.
I've never
gonna
even
show
seen
you a
Tangled.
whole
I've
3
never seen it
missions.
either.
A
But I think that that's
3
gonna be
full
sweet
missions.
too, because I could like it's a game that you can play around. Like I could play that with my mom, and she'd be like, "Oh, this is different."
She ain't seen Tangled either.
She's seen all the fucking Disney.
Nobody
My mom
watched Tangled.
loves.
Oh, Tangled is good as fuck, bro. You heard me.
Untangled is great.
My mom loves Disney.
A lot of people was really anticipating
never
what,
get no Tangled
what collabs
recommendations.
they gonna come out with
Yeah,
this
I
year.
didn't-
Yo, I'm not 5.
As far as Kingdom Hearts 3, because they was
5
talking
years
about
don't make it.
like Big Hero. I think they was talking about Big Hero 6 and
Yeah.
Big Hero. If I seen Big Hero 6 in Kingdom Hearts, I would. That's my nigga.
I
I don't know if it's a
Big Hero.
summon though. That's why I'm trying to figure out what's the summons and what's the
Figure out
actual
the
world.
Pixar?
That's Pixar, bro. And Disney.
Hey, Disney.
And
We need to
Marvel,
talk about
too.
how Disney is owning the entire world now.
They got
Yeah,
Marvel
bro.
now too. That's what I'm trying
They
to
got
figure out.
everything. Every time something come out, somehow Disney already owned it.
Because they got old money, bro.
Old.
Speaking
money.
of Kingdom Hearts, some of the
Small
specials in
money.
the games are theme park rides. Like they got Splash Mountain as a special. They got one thing.
Then
like
you
the
got
T-Tips.
Disney Channel was still a thing.
They got their own streaming service they about to hear come out with. They pulling all of the Marvel
We
shit
talked
off
about
of
that,
different stuff.
but
Yeah.
we ain't really talking about that. So.
I hate how everybody's trying to do their own streaming service because the point was that you can get a little bit of everything on Netflix and Hulu, but now everybody's trying to put. I'm not about to get CBS monthly or fucking NBC monthly. Like, I'm not going to.
They going, but that's for all the other little shows that they might not put on Netflix and shit. Or they might try and be dicks. Like if Netflix not trying to get that check for,
CBS, you
like
right,
when a
man.
new season come out, like that season come out, and I think it's a different check versus if you get it that day, that month, or if you just don't get the season. Like you know, a lot of like The Walking Dead, you can get all the seasons, but not the season that's out right now. So I think they be like, well, you can get season 1 through 7, but you're not getting 8 while it's on AMC. We're getting that AMC check. Now, if you're willing to cut us a different check to get it right now, you feel me? Because also, we drop it weekly. Netflix lets you binge. You can't get a whole season to binge it in 1 week when we're getting advertising money off of this for a whole season. Because that's what commercials is for. That's why we on cable.
Right, that's what I'm
Cable
saying.
gotta
That's
pay
what's
us.
on Hulu.
Commercials gotta pay us.
Question.
But even with Hulu,
But
they
now-
don't let you binge. They get it the
No, I'm
day
saying
of or maybe
Hulu
the next
is
day.
Hulu's the opposite of that. So you would binge it on Netflix because we got the all of the Hulu, Netflix, and VRV or whatever. And so on Hulu you get shit the next day.
Friends
But
and family.
yeah, but now
It's a
Hulu
different
been getting
check
less and
because-
less. Hulu getting less and
Had
less.
to buy checks.
I mean, this is taking them to this because I know we tried to watch
It's
the
expensive.
Victoria's Secret thing, and I got the free trial of like the whatever channel that is, and they're just like you basically stream that channel. Like they're all
Netflix is in debt,
putting
bro.
them
It's
in there.
expensive to do that. They're paying a lot of money that they don't really.
Well, Netflix is switching to originals to combat
Yeah,
that.
and they,
Yeah,
I
but
feel
Hulu's
like
not
still
combating
are.
that.
I
All
feel like,
the-
you
all
know,
the
I feel like
stand-ups that
Netflix
they
is doing
do.
good. You know, they're coming out with good quality.
Netflix
it
got
costs money for
like
that
hella
quality.
anime
They're
coming out
in
this year
debt.
too. If you ain't peep, Netflix has been dropping anime. They got the whole year. They got LaShawn Thomas's Cannon Busters is coming to Netflix. No excuse not to watch it.
Oh, you know about the black dude?
Yep.
I know you don't know.
Yep,
Yeah, yeah,
that's my
okay.
nigga.
You
One
talking
thing
about
I
it.
have to say, one
Jordan
of
coming
my
out?
topics
Oh,
is I've been trying to update my gaming life. Have you been playing your Xbox One?
You got an Xbox One?
No, I haven't bought one yet. I'm thinking about buying one just to.
Get a Switch.
I
man.
didn't know what I was gonna say. I didn't know.
Give me a
Switch.
second. Give me a second, because and this brings back to the topic about E3. E3, Microsoft. You know, hopefully and prayerfully they come out with the Crackdown this year.
Oh yeah, Crackdown.
Crackdown.
I'm not
Three.
super
The
excited.
new
I'm not
Crack- is
super
there some
excited about
footage I haven't
Crackdown.
seen or something? It'll look amazing because
Crackdown-
Crackdown ain't that
The
great.
whole world is
Crackdown's
supposed to be
good, bro.
fully
It's okay.
destructible.
Crack- and I wanted to
Exactly.
play-
That's
I
how I
wanted to
feel
play,
about
yeah,
it.
it's
That's
not
why
bad.
I
Ain't no
feel.
last of
What's
us,
that?
you
What's
know.
that? What's that
Yeah.
game?
It's not no
Halo
system
6
iron.
is what's supposed to be getting announced, and I was wondering how y'all
it's
feel about
another
that.
game that's supposed to be coming out, but they already shown hella footage. It's like a zombie
I'm
game.
not in Halo.
Don't Stranded or Death Stranded or
That Crackdown is PlayStation.
That's why
You talking about Days Gone?
That's all systems.
We
You
going
talking
in a circle.
about?
We
You
going in
talking
a
about
circle.
you talking about DayZ?
Man, fuck
yeah,
Halo.
not Daisy. It's like
Halo 5 was so trash, bro.
I don't know.
Halo 6 is supposed to be dropping. I was gonna ask
What was that
How does
for?
everybody
One
say
of
it?
these.
Xbox
Halo
One,
Reach.
Xbox
Halo
One
Reach
X.
is hard.
Halo 5 was so bad. Me and Taven beat it in one
They said the
sitting.
story mode was terrible, but they did say that the online was pretty good. Did you play online?
Barely.
How'd you feel?
I'm really
about
mad
it?
at my
It was just bad.
Sony
It's
coming
like
out with
I
this-
thought it was going somewhere, and I think it was going somewhere, but then they decided to dial back, and it just was like about. It was kind of like a love story between him and the chip in his head. But at first it started off real deep, and it was talking about how he's so old because all the people in the Halo suits was little kids at first. So while everybody think he should be like 80 or something, he's really just like middle aged now.
So how? They gonna have to explain that. I'm like the super.
But that's where it was starting to go, but then they just switched it, and then I'm just playing the game, and I was just like, the game was just okay. Nothing special was happening.
I'm trying to figure out if people really even still know what the fuck Halo's about because we started at Halo 2. We had a regular Xbox and we got Halo 2. Me and J Bond beat that.
Halo 1 through 3
That
hard.
co-op was hard.
Halo 1 through 3 hard.
I didn't play Halo 1 and I heard that was the story mode. I
Halo
heard that was
3,
the toughest one.
Halo 3 ended just like Halo 1. It was like a little homage thing. He was in the fucking Warthog driving and shooting, bro. That shit
Halo
was
3
hard
is
as
my
fuck.
shit, bro.
Halo
Halo
2 was
3 with surround sound and the intro is like some of the best shit you could ever
Is
do.
Halo 3 the one we used to play at the crib?
I think that was 4, bro.
Bro.
CT used to turn to the little
Look,
orb and fly
bro, we
away.
would play for hours. Play for
That
hours.
nigga CT would really literally piss Mario off with that word.
We would literally be all fighting, and it was something you could do. You could turn into this little ball to fly, like to
Yeah, it was
change
like a
your
special
items and
mode.
shit.
And it's so funny
But we
because
be in the
CT
shootout, you
was
just
such
turn
a
to a ball,
kid.
fly away.
CT was such a
That's what
kid.
it
He
is.
made a game out of it. Like, I bet y'all can't get away.
And then we'd be
Bro,
flying.
Mario,
we'd be flying,
Mario
chasing
was such a
him.
kid too. He was like, I'm up to the shot.
Bro, cut the speed. Cut the
I'm
speed
like-
up. You cut the speed like 999 speed with like.
So
turn the
Mario,
ground.
we was like straight
bro,
up.
so Mario, really, it's hilarious.
You
Mario
can turn the
running around
gravity
the room
low
like,
and the speed on high.
jumping like.
Off a building, he's gonna catch his board flying around,
I'm
bro.
like-
I would catch him every once in
BJ
a while.
Wallace standing there and watched them like.
I'm gonna get this.
I'm in a
nigga.
Jeep with a Gatling gun, like.
Yeah, but he be flying around so it was.
Online co-op is really the way to go. Man, we be still playing GTA. We still play GTA. Is that not crazy? That game is old now.
Well, that's the number one selling game of all time, so it's clearly
It's still expensive
Yeah.
as fuck at GameStop.
It's crazy.
It's the
I'm,
number one
you
selling
shouldn't buy
game
games from
of all
GameStop.
time, bro.
$60 for brand
Of
new
all
games.
time.
No.
Like literally, it
Online is
outsells
$35.
games
Yeah,
that come out
if
this
you
year.
buy it
every
straight out
year.
the PlayStation Store, that's cheap.
It's like $30.
Yeah,
That's why much I
I'm
want
saying,
to.
Joey just got it like yesterday. He said it was like $35.
Alright, so how y'all feel about Call of Duty Black Ops 4?
I'm gonna
I
let
didn't even
J-Mon
look
play
at
it.
it.
I'm gonna let
I do
J-Mon
wanna watch
play it.
J-Mon.
I seen it. They took the battle royal from Fortnite and
Yeah, I heard about
To
it.
be honest, I don't think
It's
that's
called
gonna
the
be
Blackout.
fun because then they're gonna have to add a health bar to your situation.
They
They're gonna have to start adding variants.
It's
to
not
how
a-
to-
some
It's
people
not a good look,
You know how they had the signature shit on the last Call of Duty, not the warfare, not the World War II one, but the one before you can pick like a signature character. You have the nigga with the spikes and
Yeah.
So some of them characters coming back. They got
But at
Go
the
ahead.
same time, bro, we're talking about Call of Duty DNA.
yeah, but
Call of Duty
they
DNA
added.
is first person shooter. You know, like you zoned in. If you switch to a different format of battle royale,
Well, Call of Duty got 3 games in one.
Yeah, right,
They got
like-
zombies, multiplayer,
and
and
they said the whole
story mode.
zombie
They
tired of all
multiplayer.
this.
Right, and they said with the
I ain't
zombies
heard that
this
new
time,
one.
they said
I thought
like
it was
what they
for-
doing with
I
the
heard it was for
co-op.
second.
To beat the co-op, like you can't just play the co-op. Like the co-op is like all of the game. So like the zombies got like there's like 4 different game modes to the zombies. It's like co-op missions, zombies. Like you gotta, it's 4 of them that come with the game.
They need more co-op.
They got a
Co-op is
Titanic
dead right now,
one.
That's fine.
It's like Titanic, something else. It's like real like historical events that really happened, but you like you live
I
through it.
myself, I probably won't buy it, but I mean, if somebody,
I ain't gonna
Like,
cap.
somebody play it, yeah, I play it.
I ain't gonna cap. I'm going.
I'll buy it myself for like $25 if everybody else got it by the
I'm
time.
not
you
gonna
get
invest in it,
$25.
bro. I'm not gonna invest in
Nah.
2507 and nothing.
You already know I got stuff to
I was
do. I'll play
disappointed in that
Overwatch.
World War II. The story mode wasn't really all that, and the zombies was
Like
like.
games are too expensive.
It was the
these
worst
days.
purchase I
Like,
ever
oh,
did.
Out of all the games I
you
bought,
only
that's
get
the
your
only
day
one
ones
that's
for
back.
stuff you love.
I didn't buy that game, so I can't really complain.
The only thing I'm comfortable
Had to
buying
go
is PlayStation exclusives for.
I'm buying Spider-Man. I'm pre-ordering it to get outfits that I don't care about.
Yeah.
It's just because I
You don't know
support
you
the
don't care
Spider-Man
about
brand.
it. They could be very sweet.
They could be sweet, but sometimes I pre-ordered Ni no Kuni. I forgot all about the
But
weapons.
it's always that time when
That
you
one
want that
was
one
End of the game.
Spider-Man
I go
suit.
back. The weapons wasn't worth shit.
I don't know if it is.
Well, that's
it,
because you went back at the end of the game.
I-
If you would have
is it
put them
just
on at the
me?
beginning of the game when he was
or
a
when I
scrub,
play
like
any
Mario,
game.
it would have been worth something.
Oh man.
I'm sorry, I had to put the camera on Maury.
It should have closed up in his face.
I wish I could.
Weenie Hut Junior Mari Jones.
It's the part where you go to the little sidebar.
So how's it
where
feel,
it's-
Mari, falling so
Yeah.
low in the video
Let's
game
talk
ranking?
about that. I've been quiet in my own little
You see
circle.
how
I
big
just
his
be
face is right
attacked.
over
I'm
here,
just
man?
saying.
So
I'm
this
just
is
saying.
where I come. First off, I'll tweet this fucking all these video games. You know what I'm talking about.
I have to contest.
No, this was probably the game on normal. I had God of War on normal, right?
Talk about it.
This nigga, I don't even know how it came up. I think I was just talking to G. I just was
Oh yeah,
expressing like,
Keith is a bitch for playing on normal. I just want to say.
bruh.
No, but we all let Keith. See, that's the thing. Maury want to say that everybody know he's sweet as fucking games, and then when we try and give him that accolade by saying, "Maury, you sweet as fucking games. Why you playing on
He
normal?"
didn't say it like that. He
That's
didn't say
exactly
it like
what
that.
I
He was calling me a bitch. He was calling me whack.
You
and all
want
that
yourself
shit.
a bitch when you put it on normal. And you start playing like that. You start playing. You
I
was
literally-
like, you read it. It was
Bro,
like.
I have trouble, man. I'm like,
for little babies. You like to just watch the movie. It don't really
normal.
work.
What the fuck is this?
Normal.
It was
I wasn't even thinking. I
hard.
just was.
For real,
I was
niggas
pressing
who
X
actually
and
is
shit. I was just
Kratos
playing
out
the
here,
game.
Don't fuck with none of these bitches.
G just said something
And
about
it
playing.
said
I was like, I
God
might
of
go
War
normal.
mode for
This
white
shit just-
people only.
For white people who
Easy.
only got this game and never
What?
been back
For white people only.
Nah,
They-
nah, that shit look like it's too hard. I ain't
These
fucking with this.
niggas is hilarious.
But, alright, so Shenmue 3 got motherfucking delayed again, which I'm cool with that. I don't know
Yeah,
if
what?
y'all like this shit.
Shamu the whale?
That's exactly what I was thinking at first. I was like, he said Shenmue.
Shenmue, yeah.
But Shenmue was
Yeah,
like
it's
way
like-
over the samurai
it's a
sword.
It's like alright, so basically Shenmue, the first one was on Dreamcast. It was pretty dope. Nah, it's like, it was like a 4-disc game. My dad actually had this shit, but this shit is dummy sweet, bro. It's like, basically like, it's just this nigga's real life, bro. Like, he did everything, but like, basically this old ass nigga named Lan D came to his dojo, beat his dad's ass, and killed him in front of him. And he beat the other nigga that was at the dojo too. So then he like left, he had like a scar on his face, and then you just start as this nigga Ryu, who you basically try to find out who this nigga is, why he beat your dad's ass. But basically, like, you can do everything in this game. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can, like, it was made by the nigga, it's made by Sega. Who made it?
Everything.
Marte said it's not
Wow.
sweet. Shamu's trash. Nobody fucks with it in real life.
He shut that shit down.
Sales was shitty.
Bro, you know what game I used to fuck with? Did you ever play
It
Tension?
did have to get kickstarted. I did, yeah.
Tension
Where
Z
you was
was
saying-
my
It's a
shit,
shitty
bro.
Asian GTA, but shitty.
But it was
for the
GTA
Dreamcast.
before GTA came out.
Hey G, bro, let me get
Like,
one of these
GTA
cups,
wasn't
bro.
even out yet.
Let me get one of these stars.
You did like, bro, like, it was to the point, like, bro, you could, bro.
I think my favorite GTA is Vice City.
Vice City. I gotta
Alright,
say
so
that
hold
too.
on. Who made, what's the fight, what's the
Vice
fight
City was
game?
so
GTA
lit.
5 is my favorite by
I
far.
used to do motorcycles hitting
I will
strip
play that shit
clubs,
today,
spraying
man.
everybody in
Right
strip
now.
clubs.
Bro, you not like that.
Bro, I will go and get on that
No,
shit.
You
you
talking
won't.
about classic
No, you
shit,
won't.
bro.
No. I like GTA 5 more.
You right. I mean,
But it did get kickstarted, so, I mean, hopefully, I like it. I think it's pretty
Have
sweet.
you even played Vice City, bro?
Holy is good.
Nah, this nigga, oh yeah,
Have you
Tenchu.
have you
I'm
ever
talking about
played
Tenchu.
Vice City, bro?
Right, bro.
Yeah.
I don't even think you played Vice City.
Bro.
Man's man.
Because you
I
play.
have
That
Vice
was
City.
beautiful.
I played all. I didn't play GTA 1 and 2 for real. You feel me? Why would I like to do that to myself? I'm an
It was
evolved
top-down.
human.
Right.
So I played the other ones, and I'm like, sweet, San Andreas. I get to be black, sweet.
San Andreas.
I played
equal
GTA
level
5
of
and
Vice
said,
City.
oh shit, I never need to play none of the old ones ever again now. You can do so much, bro.
Remember in the old GTA, you had to unlock certain areas. Like you would get the first city. Then
But San
you get the
Andreas,
first- second
bro,
city.
San Andreas literally had, as far as actor-wise, bro, some of the best acting in the fucking game. Period. They had
That
That
Samuel.
nigga Tommy was.
They had Samuel Jackson. They still had the nigga from GTA 5. That's
talking about Slink.
what was it?
Big Smoke.
Yeah, there you go.
Let me get a number
No, they had
six.
that nigga
no, they had
MCA,
Smoke.
that's
They had,
right.
no, they had
With
Smoke,
extra
Samuel
dip.
Jackson, and what was the dude from GTA 5?
Easy E.
No, bro.
Which dude?
Remember, he
DJ Blue.
played as fucking Black Jesus.
Slink.
Oh,
Slink
DJ
Johnson.
Blue.
Oh yeah, here you go.
Or something like that. Johnson might not be his last name, actually.
And it was a group of black niggas.
It was an easy
always
guess.
fucking-
All black
you
people.
can
That
literally-
nigga
you can
MCA,
literally
bro.
type
That
in
nigga MCA was there
You can
too.
literally type in GTA San Andreas movie and it'll play all the cutscenes, bro. And it's so fucking. It's like
That's a funny ass
it's
game.
funny as fuck, bro. Seriously, a fucking movie, bro.
I mean, San Andreas was, I think, my top pick, but that could also just be because that's
This is
a
a
black
black-
ass
Yeah,
game.
you can do so much.
That's the
That's
That's
what
what
I'm
I'm
saying.
Bro,
Jump
That
a
was the hood part. That
Yeah,
hood part was
You
sweet.
can work out, you can go
Yeah.
box.
Bro,
rest
all
of
the
the
girls'
hoods,
names
bro.
was in the game was Alexis, Tanya, Keisha,
Facts.
Monique,
But
all them fucking.
you was fucking
GTA 5
bitches
is like, when you like look at the game, it's the newer
Yeah,
game.
that could be your favorite, bro. This
But
one my
San
favorite,
Andreas is
bro.
my favorite.
GTA 5 is
San
fire,
Bro.
GTA 4 is the
Bro, the
least
story on
favorite.
GTA, somehow
You
y'all
play,
playing.
you gotta pull out your phone to do too
Yeah,
much.
Bro, the
You
controller
put
was
cheats-
bad. The
to put
dialogue was
cheats
bad.
in, you're gonna die.
GTA 5 story was so hard. You was playing
Which one?
3 stories at
Right,
once, nigga.
GTA 5 was hard. They
I didn't even know they had
set
one
the
on
tone
GTA.
with that, bro.
I think
You
the
would
very
be,
first
you
one
would have a
was
nigga in the head.
GTA.
Somebody have you in the headlock. You would switch to your next nigga, and then you would shoot yourself free. I'm like, what am I playing? GTA 5.
Oh,
You was
okay,
fucking
okay,
omnipresent,
Let's
nigga.
talk about
Yeah,
the
that
niggas
was
who
great.
can't finish the Grand Theft Auto, like me. I've never finished the Grand Theft
What?
Auto. I finished
You
San
what?
Andreas, but I didn't finish.
I finished all-
Hey,
I
San
finished
Andreas
Five is a game.
San Andreas is harder
because
than
you broke
GTA
mine.
5.
So-
Yeah.
GTA 5 you
San
just finished,
Andreas
bro. That's a movie game.
If you can
bro.
finish San Andreas, you
GTA
can't
5
finish.
is spoiled.
GTA 5 was easy. I beat that shit in a day.
Bro, that's a good ass game. It's
I
You
don't
kept doing
know.
extra
I don't
shit.
know about that.
Bro, it took me, when I got my PS4 and I had to start over on Grand Theft
Well, you
Auto.
probably dedicated to
You already beat it before. Though.
I did,
Oh,
so
yeah,
what?
You speed ran
This is
it.
so
You already knew where to go, what to do. You was not surprised. They trying to jump you over
I
here.
think I
on
just
the
got
air.
You got fucking stocks. You can sell the stocks at the right time. and
Bro,
shit.
they never fixed that one
Oh, no,
stop.
I got
Yeah,
another
they played us
question.
on
I got
that.
another question. As far as
Like they said,
cinematic wise,
GTA 5.
as far as cinematic wise, I don't know. Which was more impacting to you? Well, I feel like it's an easy question. Which was more impacting, Last of Us or God of War?
Bro, so I haven't beat God of War, but God of War got the sweet cinematography, bro. Them
Facts.
cutscenes is beautiful,
When you
nigga.
gotta press the
Bro,
button.
if you
Bro,
seen
bro,
it on my
look,
TV,
it's
I was
nigga.
like,
It was the shot at the very beginning where his son walk into the building and go to light the candles around the mom and it's all
And
lit
then
up
he
and
come
shit.
out,
And
that's
then you
the
turn
nigga.
around and Kratos is all like all black silhouette and show the contrast between like a woman and a man. Like I'm like, what the fuck? That's a video game. That's a video game.
I'm over here imagining how things didn't happen. I'm like,
Bro, and it's all one shot. You feel me? It's all
so you
continuous
talking about her
camera.
shadow?
Bruh, nah, his shadow, like she was all lit up, and you turn around and Kratos, you could just see the outline of this buff ass nigga and his beard. You could see the outline of his beard.
That nigga chaos.
That was a beauty, bro.
I'm
That
like,
game,
what,
that game
bro?
on my TV, I shed a couple tears. I'm like, this is crazy.
And them niggas was working, bruh.
He worked with that one.
Yeah, bruh. That's a, you feel me?
Bro,
That nigga
game-
But nah, Last of Us is way more impactful, bruh, from the beginning.
I mean,
I
From
love
when the
right
daughter,
back to that, bro.
from when the daughter, you had a daughter.
yeah, as far as
You probably can't even play that part
I'm
no
just talking
more.
about as far as like, man,
Yo,
that's why I can't wait for
the
Last
impact
of Us
Last of Us had.
I can't wait
It
for
is
Last of Us
different.
2 to come out because Last of Us 2 really, I mean, God of War is there with the, the excitement and the fucking Kratos, but Last of Us
Fucking
is there
Kratos.
with the emotion and, this could be real.
Bro, I started playing
real
Last of
life.
Us
I really
Crazy
do
hard.
like the emotion in God of War.
No,
The
I
emotion
it
in God
is
of War
good.
is good, but it's not, it doesn't
But
grip
you
you.
gotta
Have
It's
you
really-
played Last of Us on Crazy Hard?
yeah.
With the no bullets?
Ground and low, bro.
Bruh,
Yes, bro.
if
yes.
that ain't
Needs to take
ridiculous,
turns, though.
nigga.
Bro, that's how you really, that's how you feel the emotion, nigga, because you really be Joe, nigga. You
Bro,
like,
'cause
I ain't
in
talking
regular-
to nobody right now.
In the regular shit, bro, you would open up shit, you would find items and shit. This one, the same drawer, you would have found a
You
whole.
can't even
There'd
listen.
be no items,
I don't-
bro.
I don't-
I'm like,
I don't-
You
feel
can't even
nobody.
listen on that one.
Bro,
You be
the
like,
game gets so
fuck it.
hard when you get into a spot and you shoot and you miss, you gotta just restart the whole board because you only had 2 bullets. You like fuck.
You like, God damn it.
Playing as Ellie, bro.
Bro, all that's
bro.
crazy hard. 'Cause
I'm
she ain't got no
like-
hands.
I'm like,
Cause when you
man.
Joe, you
Did you
like.
play the DLC?
No
for it?
bullets, I
Show
can
her
beat
with
these
that
zombies
little
up.
girl?
I never did the
That
deal.
was
Never
the
did
wackest
DLC?
DLC ever.
Nah, it was not whack. It was
That
sweet.
the wackest
It was
DLC
sweet.
ever, bro.
It was sweet. It was
I do
sweet
not
being
want
hurt
to
the whole
play. I do not
time.
want to play no games with no gay chick.
I like Kratos.
You are homophobic, and it's probably because you have some sort of gay desires in your heart.
Artist said worst fighting game ever.
What?
You know how I feel about the homophobicness.
I'm not homophobic.
We said I don't want to play as a gay
I didn't
chick.
want to be playing arcade games and talking about each other's emotions.
Imagine like a white dude be like,
This is
yeah, I
Last
fuck
of
with
Us.
GTA 5,
And we was
but
kids.
I didn't like being the black
nigga.
guy, bro. I hated being the black guy. I just let
Oh, so I gotta kill him
Bro,
and
like
then
that.
I just
I
let my
can't
friends
say
play
my
that.
own opinion without some white person over here like, you're wrong.
Oh my god.
I'm actually black.
No, you're not.
I'm actually
Jay
black.
you gotta take it
I
easy.
do feel you though, Jay.
Like, bruh, I
It
just
wasn't
put my foot in
super
it,
exciting. It wasn't. Super
It wasn't exciting. I was saying
That's different than saying
That
I
is-
ain't want to play as a gay chick.
No, he said he didn't want to. He didn't feel like them. He
It
didn't
is
feel like
recorded.
playing
We
a
can
game
find exactly
about
what he
them
said. We
expressing
can find
themselves.
exactly what he said.
Don't matter.
I feel like
I didn't want to play as a girl, experiencing each other's emotions, and then at the end, it was like, well, I do like you. Oh, I like you too. Then they kiss each other or something like that at the end.
There was
I'm like,
there was a whole
I'm a
sequence.
grown ass man playing a game about 2 girls kissing. How do you think I feel about myself?
Bro,
There
so
was
did
a
you
whole
not know
sequence
that
where
being a
they
grown
showed
man,
them
you know, we not the only demographic in the world, so
You're
sometimes
right.
maybe chicks is like, damn, I gotta play another 15
I
games
can't
being a
be
nigga with no shirt on. Oh, I gotta be a straight dude with no shirt on. Don't be a surprise. Oh, look, now riding a horse as a dude with no shirt on. Bro, it's okay to do something different sometimes, bro.
Bro,
That's how
I
you
didn't
end up
wanna-
bigoted when you be so
I
locked
shouldn't,
in.
right, I shouldn't have played the DLC.
But I feel he's back.
Nah, it's cool that you ain't like it, bro. But don't bring the gays into this.
All right, yeah, because I got, man, Frank
All
Ocean,
right.
all them motherfuckers be out there.
Frank Ocean's all them niggas be
My
out there.
nigga,
Yeah, naming gay people? Because Frank
But that's a gay guy I know.
You don't know that nigga, bro.
Man, shut up, man. I ain't saying like
Nah,
that.
they're all like, no, I've listened to so many hours of Frank Ocean. I know him.
All this is making
I know him.
All this is making clips.
All this is live. So.
We gotta go somewhere right now. Change the subject, bro. This shit crazy. J-Bomb
So how about those calves?
You in timeout.
Basketball-
Finish your
basketball
goddamn
stuff.
Heineken.
Go ahead, basketball stuff. Mike, what are you talking
Mike,
about?
who you think gonna win?
I'm outta here.
Who you
This
think
ain't
gonna win
gonna feel
the
bad.
championship?
Rocket.
Oh,
It's
well,
real.
Rob, if it's Rockets, cat.
Rockets,
No, get the fuck out
It's
of
gonna
here,
be
bro.
it's gonna be Cavs.
I can't. This is live, so I hope LeBron tune in and heard you say that, so he can come dunk on your ass. Like, how dare you not believe in me,
LeBron will.
bro? You see me about to pull up, bro. You see me about to
Be
pull
like, let me
up.
get
You just put the top with it.
No, nigga, I'm not. I hate this. Now hold the camera. Hold the camera. Nah, I got the Celtics.
Like,
I hate this
right.
nigga. I got the Celtics.
He got the
losing.
shaky hands.
I got Cavs winning.
Parkinson's, bro. Chill.
I don't know. If the Cavs play the Warriors, I got the Cavs. If the Rockets play the Cavs, I got
The
the.
Rockets.
The Rockets gonna smoke them.
They is gonna smoke them. That's why I hope they don't make it. I'm like,
The
bro,
Rockets is
because LeBron going to the finals. That's just what it is.
Marte said go back to games real quick. What's the worst fighting game real quick?
I ain't even know if I ain't.
I don't fuck with that.
It was ever.
What's that game we was playing, G? Ultimate
Sometimes they
Showdown
be
or
too
something?
meta. Sometimes they be too.
Final-
I don't even
Virtual
play
Fighter.
fighting games no more,
Virtual
bro,
Fighter.
because
All the fight games being like Mortal Kombat, it's just like Injustice and Street Fighter, and
That's
just
the
like
same
Tekken
company.
and Soul Calibur, they all the same thing.
All right, yeah, bro, you're right.
My least favorite is Virtual
Nah,
Fighter.
Street
always
Fighter,
got one.
Street Fighter is super.
Nah,
it's
so-
on like 2-3 hit combos, and that Tekken they go crazy. Like
Beginner tier, like beginner to moderate player tier, they all the same. But once you hit to that next level, that's when they get way different. Because Street Fighter is the most intense out of all of them. Like the community behind it, way
But that's the
Street Fighter around for a
community
long
because of
time.
how old it is exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
And like it's got to eat because of how
That
like you
used to be
said
that
it's an easy game to get into, but then it gets more dynamic because of timing, spacing,
There's like a-
all that shit. So it
there's like
goes
a
to a
break.
different level. Tekken is more just like that's more of a pick up and play. Just like you can button mash. There are combos, but niggas just kind of do
Yeah,
shit.
that's why I don't be there.
John, that's why you can think about Tekken, but nah, it's got the same break. Because we done walked into the craziest Tekken match ever.
Thank you, man. I'm over this nigga G, man. Well, I just trying to drink my. I been trying to finish this same. I
Nah,
ain't
that
got
nigga
small
Jimmy
throat.
did.
Right, your
Yeah.
diva ass, man. You over there taking sips. He like,
But you ain't supposed to down a beer. You supposed to savor that bitch, man.
How many you play a fighting game?
how many ounces in that? Like 16?
He said,
Y'all can get back
he said,
to
what's the
sports.
worst
We just
game?
wanted to touch on that real quick.
No, he said, what's the worst game we played?
Damn,
Worst game ever.
man. I
Here
played
you
trash. I played this Incredibles game on the Xbox. It took like an hour to beat. I was trash.
The worst game.
It was about the Mole Man though. It was about the same shit the movie about be about though.
Metal Gear Solid. I couldn't get past it.
Damn.
Really? That's your least favorite game?
My list one.
Worst or most difficult though? That's
Most difficult.
Metal Gear Solid, my
This
favorite.
nigga
That's-
Game can be difficult
It
on
was good.
PlayStation.
It was good.
Because I don't like Bloodborne and Dark Souls
Metal
and
Gear
stuff.
Solid.
But I'm just
5,
like,
bro, I was so.
Can we
so
thumb
stuck.
tack real quick? Bloodborne. So going back to, I'm going all the way back to
Assassin's
E3
Creed,
because
Black
From Software is
Flag
supposed to be
shit.
revealing something
That
at
was the worst
E3,
game I ever
Bloodborne
played.
two?
but they don't know if it's really going to be
I
Bloodborne
was
2
pissed. I don't want to be
or what else did they say? Bloodborne 2 is something else they make too. Though.
If Bloodborne 2 come out, I'm gonna fucking cry.
It's something else they make too. Though.
It can't be
Nah, it ain't Dark. It ain't Dark.
Bloodborne 2 come out, I'm gonna cry. 'Cause you don't know how,
Brotherhood was my
how
shit.
bad
That'd
me
be all
and
up
Martin
in your
talked
shit,
that
man.
game.
Yeah, that, we didn't put that game out.
We would comment. That game was lit. That game is like, to me, is better than Dark Souls because it's on a cooler,
A lot of people think that too.
way cooler level, bro. Way cooler factor.
You ain't
Them
got
motherfuckers-
shields and shit, just like straight hands.
Nah, you got shields.
You
Well, you don't got
You
shields.
can't have
You
a
got
shield,
shields.
yeah.
It's more of you blocking and shit like that. But it's more like gothic emo shit. Like them niggas don't talk, nigga.
They be
It's
doing
all
weird shit
black.
every once in a while.
And
Even
then
the
like
monsters you
even
fight, though, everything is more grotesque. Like their arms getting all long and shit, like they got stapled together.
man, that game, that That
didn't
game
fuck
was
with
so
Bloodborne
fucking
for real.
Bro, I bought you that game.
Asshole.
I
Sorry.
bought you the game.
I'm sorry.
I wanted to play like you
It's a
so
difficult
bad.
game.
I
We
bought
did
the
play.
game.
We did play together at first, but it was like once y'all started flying ahead of me. I'm just like, I didn't have
You
the
start getting so good.
the RP. Like I wasn't getting no cutscenes, so it wasn't making me like happy to beat things, and then I couldn't enjoy it with y'all because y'all had already seen everything.
Even
So,
with
like,
cutscenes,
Me and Mark would
it doesn't
start fighting
explain
each other. I'm like,
so
that's
much.
what I'm saying. I wasn't enjoying it. I couldn't do the same.
It's just about this boss is difficult. How can like the story is built by you in From Software games. There's a lot of lore, but it's more about you overcoming the game itself. Every individual monster is a dick. Everything that you gotta do going through shit is a dick. Even the fact that you gotta go through a bunch of shit just to get to the boss, just to die, and then if you don't get back to where you died and get your money back to level up, is a dick. The
Yeah,
whole
bro,
game's
I
a
played.
dick.
I played a few bosses into it. I'm just like,
I was
But
good at
it's for
regular
those.
games.
It's for masochists. Like some people are like brief masochists. They enjoy that shit. Like you enjoy getting that stressed out, and you need to smoke, and you just mad niggas breaking shit. But then when you finally beat that boss, and the thing about Dark Souls that the creator said is like, when you beat it, you know it was because you did what you supposed to do. When you lose, you know it's because you fucked up.
Yeah.
It's all up to
Like
you.
when I
There
fucked
ain't
that
like-
motherfucking
it's about
Valhalla
being
game.
patient. Calm down and just like keep losing and losing and losing. And then when you finally win, you like, let's go.
That seemed like
Because there's not
I
many
don't
games
think
that's gonna get you to feeling that much of a sense of
Yeah,
accomplishment.
when I killed that
Like-
queen, I really screamed.
Yeah, like that. When you feel that sense of accomplishment. Yeah, bro. Like you don't just get that in life, bro.
Yeah.
You ain't just gonna get
I
that.
wasn't
And
enjoying
to get
it.
it from a video game, bro.
Bro, I can't wait when you playing the God of War still.
Mhm.
When you get to the Valkyries, bro, you gonna.
Yeah,
yeah. So if it looked
You
more,
playing
you
on
feel
hard,
me?
we playing on normal.
You playing hard.
But he might. You playing hard?
I like playing hard.
Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
you ain't never seen me play a game on normal.
I thought he was gonna play
I don't
because he
mean to
didn't
jump
play
back to
Super Bowl, let
E3,
it
but
go.
E3 got the. Well, I'm looking forward to. I forgot to talk about it. Is
The
the EA
Valkyries are
Sports.
bitches.
EA Sports got an E3 coming on. And I'm hoping they drop this NCAA.
Oh, that would be really.
Because I'm like, I've been missing. Y'all gave me 14.
How they gonna do that?
Because it was illegal.
Yeah, it was a legal thing, but I think they made up. They probably did something where they gonna be find a little loophole to be able to.
I
do
thought
it.
people would be on it though. Since they see the contract, they'd be like, "Oh, they just signed a contract for this shit, y'all. You know NCAA coming out." But
Yeah, bro, and I've been tired of that, but NCAA was life for real.
you know, I like that way better than Madden. I ain't-
Like, for real,
I just
like-
got Madden 18. I like it, but NCAA was my shit.
NCAA, I ain't gonna cap, man. Madden 18 my shit. Like I be on that.
My phone be showing
I don't
too.
give a
I
fuck.
don't be fucking with 2K no more for real. Now I've been playing other games.
I know I
remember,
did that.
like,
I went back to
You
the day
remember
long.
running
it's a lot of probability in 2K that I don't fuck with. From the time the ball leave your hand, it's up to the computer. It's like it's up to you and the computer if it goes in. I'm like,
You can feel it trying like when you playing a game in 2K. My bad, but like I like even as like I don't watch sports that much, but I play video games. So when I'm playing with you, I can feel the game building a narrative in the game we're playing. Like trying to make it like you can just feel the game turning the comeback, making you miss all your bullshit, or like you miss a wide open ass three, then they get down there and you get a steal. Just like you just happen to get a steal because they missed that fucking three. Like
it wasn't
it's
a big
just
deal to me at
fucking
first,
bullshit sometimes.
but since I stopped playing it altogether, because we always played it as a squad, so you know it's basically just hanging out with your friends.
I mean,
When we get way into it. But bro, once I stopped playing it for a while and started playing again, I'm like, I don't like this. I like it to be up to me. If you playing a Bloodborne and you hit the button and you slash the nigga, you hurt him.
Right,
And
right,
2K it'd have been like, he
But
dodged
I
it.
ain't gonna- I ain't gonna cap, but this 2K18 kind of it blew me.
Man,
I felt like
I
the
ain't
part
fuck-
combination of the
fuck-
career.
I ain't fuck with it so much. I went back to NBA Live, and then I found the gym. No,
You tripping.
no, I found the gym, bro. Like that, like they
That
like,
nigga saying
bro,
shit,
have you
nah,
played it?
like that.
My point exactly. That's the same shit I said. I
Don't
mean,
act like Live didn't run shit before. It's
right, bro. It was like, bro, it's capping, bro.
There was Live before
Bro,
2K.
and for real,
That is true. That is not
There was a
transition.
world
That
before
was 10 years ago.
2007,
2K
bro.
really started being
Two-
trash. I mean,
2K7,
NBA Live started really being trash at NBA Live 07. That's when they really
2K7,
they started
that's it.
slipping. Then NBA Live 08, we was done with that shit. We was like, and Chris Paul was on 2K8, but I always kept my eye on Live.
Shaq was on
And then I was about to give it a
That shit
chance
dropped
with
on
16 because
360,
they
that
bring
shit
in the
was
black part. I was like, I wonder what that they black top like, but I heard it was trash. Then I get on 18 because it was only like $4 at the time. I was like, fuck it. I need a basketball game because 2K pissed me off. I just stopped playing basketball, period. I got rid of it. Like, the microtransaction shit really blew me. Like, bro, my nigga at 88, bro. Off rip, bro. And I ain't trash, bro. And my nigga, I'm averaging like 5 points a game. I'm like, bro, I can't do this when my nigga
To
drop.
have to spend money to make
Like, bro,
character
and
better,
then it got me to the point where I was really spending money. I'm like, bro, maybe I am trash.
It's a lot of
But
bullshit.
the grind is ridiculous. And EA is malicious like that.
And
They're
then
saying-
EA, like, it was,
That's
it was way
Battlefront
more smooth.
and
Like, they got
Shadow War.
microtransaction
And
and
the
the
top
line.
3 offenders of
But
that shit.
the progression is up to how you actually play. Like, you don't get, like, you get progression, like, all your skill points came from how you actually play, and they give you certain objectives to do or whatever.
You get
and
badges
and I
and
fuck with the blacktop, bro. I can go to I can go to the fucking New York, I can go to Rutgers, I can go to Dyke Park, I can go to fucking
That's
Seattle.
online?
Yeah, it's live, bro. It's all over. They got a nice soundtrack. I like they might play it way better than live. Like, they really stepped it up. I'm like, I was shocked. It was so bad. It was so bad. I took it over to Karen's house. I'm like, bro, check this out and see if I'm bugging, bro. Maybe I'm just like losing my mind because I ain't playing 2K. He was looking. He was like, bro, this shit is actually kind of hard, bro. I was like, bro, I'm not buying 2K. I mean, NBA Live 19, bro. I gotta get the little beta that they be putting. I gotta see how it play. But I was really shocked, and I was like, bro, this shit is low key on the low, better than 2K.
I didn't like the
18.
My Blaze story. I thought it was a very
On
cliche
18?
story, and it was
Just
just
David.
it was very like the small instances of the story. The best friend was a fucking cunt, ruined everything, and then like just
Are you
the-
talking about 18?
Or
yeah, I think 18 ain't that the one
Yo.
with the Asian best friend?
Yeah.
And she fucks up
Oh,
everything.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She was annoying. Like, I mean, even though I don't know. I'm big in the narrative and
It
story
was.
development and
I
shit.
think
I
it
like
was
story
hollow.
development.
You feel me? I don't think it was necessarily awful. It played playing through the career felt natural and whatever, blah blah. But there was a 2K story worse than that.
Yeah, I think they touched on
What about the one
the
before
Spike
that?
Lee
The
one.
Spike Lee
Oh,
one?
yeah.
Worst.
that was the
Hey,
Oh,
worst
ding
were
ding ding!
awful.
Worst game. That story right there, bruh. Spike Lee, go fuck yourself.
I think that game was good. That was 2K16 or 15.
Bro, that
That's the
story.
one that Jay-Z
That one
said.
17.
Yep, the combination between
The
Spike
songs
Lee
on
The
that
game
was
was
awful.
good.
The game was good.
The game was
The
good.
songs was good.
That
But the
story,
was
the
whack.
story mode
Yeah,
was.
the story was like, I like 2K16.
I had to hurry up and rush
Bro.
through that bitch. I was
They,
like, bro,
you know, when
this
the
is
game
horrible.
originally dropped, you could not skip the cutscenes.
I mean, I know
they
they
passed
did.
it.
Like,
They
not
passed
when
it.
it, like,
Couple people was complaining.
I did shit while the cutscenes was on. Like, when I got the game, bro, I'm not watching shit. After the first one, I was like, bro, this is
People
extra
was
long, bro.
complaining.
They
I'm
passed
trying to.
it, bro.
What was his name?
Bro, it was so tough.
CJ.
Flex or something.
No, man.
That was you.
He
said
That was,
His homie's name was Basquiat, but it was like spelled like Bas.
Yeah.
And he ended up dying or something.
yeah, he crashed in one of your
Super
cars and
corny
shit.
dude, bro. Super
Piss
corny
me off.
name.
Dude, his
Even
name
tried
was
to
something
come
like, what's something?
Yeah.
Frequency vibration.
Frequency. Freak.
Bro.
Freak.
Yeah, they used to call him free. I was
He used to be
like,
like, do you do a little
oh,
weird
little
dance?
dance, bro. I hate,
Oh
bro.
my
I was
God,
like, bro.
that shit was corny as but I forgot.
That was, yeah.
Worst story on the game in the whole
Worst
history.
tip, like, I was
ever.
like, bro, y'all need-
Frequency.
I don't know, bro. I don't know, cause this Madden 18 long star short was whack as
Well, I
fuck.
ain't even did that.
Bro,
Nobody
don't do
plays
it, bro. You gonna beat it in like, for real you could. It's
It
like
can't be
30
worse.
minutes.
It
No,
can't
bro,
be
it's
worse.
30 minutes. It's horrible. Your mama died, bro. You ain't make it to the
Parents died.
NFL. You gotta go to the pro.
That's a natural thing.
I understand,
People
bro.
die.
No, play that story mode. You gonna be disappointed. You gonna be like, you know what? That Spike Lee shit ain't so bad.
Touching on that 2K.
I bet I don't.
Touching on
I
2K.
bet you do, bro. I bet it's, that long shot is that
I
horrible,
bet,
bro.
bro.
Touching on the 2K18 story, though, I think it touched up on like, cause you know, your main character is coming from like,
He's like a
injury.
walk-on.
he getting drafted. He's like a walk-on. So
Right.
that's some of that shit happened in the NBA. I think they just keep touching on different people's lives. To like some majors in the NBA, they done did that shit. Like Rozier was like a fucking.
No, he got drafted.
He got drafted. Who just came from the league who scored a whole bunch of points? That was they were like in the D League or something.
That nigga from the Lakers, he did that shit. There's a couple niggas.
Yeah, like, I did from Lakers.
Danny Gray, yeah, it's, niggas do that. They come from the D League. That's
Yeah,
like
so
the
it's like
story.
people walking. They just touched on different types of like stories. Like last year was like the duo. It was trying to like. But Justice, I fucked with my nigga Justice.
Justice was hard.
That's why I
Justice
started
was my nigga.
fucking. I started
Shout out
fucking
Michael
Michael Jordan.
Jordan.
Michael B. I was like, that's my nigga.
That's his best role.
Yeah.
Facts, bro.
Bruh.
That nigga got
No,
all the
no, that's
buckets.
his
That's like
bro.
my nigga.
Bro,
If
Orange
you
juice.
would
real-
pass orange
Yo,
juice.
orange juice, nigga.
Bro.
I used to go nuts,
Bro.
bro. On 2K17 was that shit.
He
Shout out
dunked
to
on me a few
Shout out to
times. And I
Kobe.
was like, this nigga's sweet as fuck. not? Like, how you tweet that, bro?
Bro, it goes
Michael B is
Justice,
talented.
then Creed.
Yo,
Yeah, bro. Yeah, that was some good shit.
Yeah, but how y'all feel about that Offset crash?
I really, I mean,
Bro, yeah.
So
So the
crashed
story.
the Hellcat.
Oh damn, I know.
He was in the A too. So
He was
he
at
had
the
the
A.
crib.
Yeah, he was at baby mom's. You feel me? She back in New York. You back home in the A. We flexing in the city. A little green Charger. I don't know. I'm happy he have his Lambo because he definitely
Demon.
fucked that Charger up. This, bro.
The Demon.
I wouldn't even motherfucking get that shit
Demon
back.
is
The
fucking.
trap-
He
the
shouldn't
Demon
even
is
mention.
trap.
That's the problem with these rappers, bro. I don't even want to hear.
let me
Wow,
hear it.
DJ.
I want to hear this.
Talk to him,
These
J-Mon.
rappers, bro. They get up. You know what the Dodge Demon is?
A Demon's a
Bruh,
drag car.
It's exactly. It's a drag car on street tires with 900 horsepower. With a dude who probably can't even drive. All he drive for his G classes, which is a truck, Mercedes-Benz truck.
So
And if you tap on the gas, it's just gonna go
This nigga
sideways.
J-Bond knows like.
He
Like,
definitely
bro,
clearly. He's
Like,
He
he
said,
said, so you
They got
told him,
115
you
gigawatts.
told him the motherfucker. And he
He
looks like
he's got a
but
drag
that's the thing,
car
though.
with street
He told
tires.
the car,
Can't
They
drive.
took him out the car, then took him to the hospital. Then had niggas come back after when he went to the hospital. They came back, got some shit out the car, then called the cops, and then left. And then had the cops come and get it. But they was like, they had witnesses at the scene, so reportedly like, bro,
Quit
niggas,
watching us. Get the fuck out
bro,
of here.
it's niggas out. It's a total car sitting out, and then another car just pulls up.
That's, oh my God, girl, that's Offset.
I mean,
Like,
but-
that-
Oh, hey, Offset, take a picture with me. He all incapacitated and shit. They're like, take a
I'm
picture with me.
like,
Right. She.
what they drive? They do something illegal?
yeah, and then from
Was
that,
that
They said he got a bunch of shit out of the car before the police came there because the witnesses is nosy as fuck. I
that
just thought he
illegal?
was gonna be.
Is that illegal?
Nah, he just wanted
I
his shit to
mean, right. That's
You
the same thing I
can't
was
leave
thinking.
the crash site.
Like, right, that's against the
be.
law.
He had to because he was hurt.
Nah, bro, you still gotta call 911, bro. You
Nah, he had to
can't.
get up out of there.
He
And
did
they ready
right,
to call the
but
police.
he had like.
Car was about to blow up. I had to go.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm not thinking
So
about
I'm
if
supposed to
police
call
is
you-
picking me up. I'm not worried about
Right, fine,
it.
police report. My spleen is about to fall out of my body. I had another
I thought
ride,
they said
man.
he was trying to dodge a crackhead in the street, and that's why he crashed. And I'm just like, you know, driving, did y'all say driving school? Because they said,
Man, it's Atlanta.
if a
so
deer in
I
the
don't
street
know. I
and
don't
you
know
can't
about
dodge it,
nobody
they
from
said just hit
Atlanta,
the
bro.
deer.
I don't trust
So what
those
I'm
niggas.
trying to get to
All
is,
of them.
they said
I
just
don't
hit it.
trust
Just
T.I.
go through it.
I don't
Nah,
trust none
because
of them
deers will
niggas.
fuck your car up.
But nah, if you can't honestly get out the way properly, you're supposed to keep going because you'll just hurt everybody.
Yeah, that's what they said. Yeah, but
at that
if
point,
you
you
hit a deer head on in the wrong car, you will kill yourself.
If you in your
What's the
smart
deer
car,
just
if
chasing
you
you?
in your
Like,
smart
they
car,
can
you're
hit
gonna go
you,
right
man.
under it.
No,
You
you
just
just
gonna take the top off that bitch.
I get why I have to take the top off that bitch. Deers is way stronger than
Bro,
cars.
deers are huge, bro.
Bro, I seen a video
Depending
of
on how
somebody
big it
driving
is.
into a horse. These horses was in the road. Somebody hit the horse. The horse just got up and banged out.
On the
Yeah.
freeway, bro, when you see shit on the freeway like carcasses, bro, I'm like, bro.
Bro,
I can only imagine seeing that
I
shit.
seen a car
on
crash.
my
I
leg.
seen a semi truck hit a deer, and the semi truck had, like low key, it was like it budged. It hit the fuck out the deer though. The deer went flying, but the semi truck, it was like a big ass like that. It was like,
How fast was the semi
Like-
going?
bro, it was on that fucking freeway.
Oh, fucking, he ain't obliterate that shit?
Bro, no.
So that'll let you know when a car.
deer-
that was
It's
a
a
probably
deer.
a nega deer though.
It
It
was-
probably wasn't a regular
Bro,
deer.
That was a moose.
It was like,
Right.
the energy made the truck and the deer bounce off of each other.
Yeah, that was. He
It
had a
was an
game
unstoppable
breaker.
force leading to
He
immovable
had game breaker
object.
too.
Nigga said, "Who
But the truck kept going.
Try again, bitch."
The deer went flying, the truck kept going.
The deer was like,
He landed on his feet like, well, that was.
That's bad.
He said, nigga, I eat that, nigga.
That's
Fuck
bad,
out
John,
of
you
here.
know, I feel
That was
bad, but I
Rocky
don't
and
feel
Bullwinkle,
bad.
nigga.
Facts,
These
bro.
niggas don't be knowing how to drive these cars. That's the main car.
I mean,
for
we got through all the
crashing,
game
man.
shit, man. We talked
They
Kingdom
talk
Hearts
about that
3.
all the time.
Did we talk
Man.
Kingdom Hearts 3?
Yeah.
Mustangs and fucking
that was the
Dodge
first thing we
Challengers.
talked about. Deers are scary.
This is Mark looking at pictures of deer.
Nah, Brent said, hey, this deer handsome as fuck.
Oh my god.
Did y'all see that handsome ass deer?
Bruh.
Bro,
Gee, bro, look at this deer, bro.
Brent already showed him.
Let me
Bruh.
see.
This motherfucker handsome as hell, bruh.
That
Yeah,
deer,
Y'all
yeah.
got pictures of you from Austin. Oh, I thought it was different.
Nah, this is the same picture.
That deer
His ear is
handsome.
on
He's so
20
symmetrical.
Bow Wow.
He's
His
handsome.
ears is
bro.
different
All
colors.
right,
That's all.
I got a question. Can we get off this whole Wakanda Black Panther shit now?
We was never on that shit.
Wakanda forever. I don't know what the fuck y'all on.
Bro, black
Bro.
people get on my nerves about that shit.
Bro, it's annoying, bro. I be
Black
like,
people are starting to
I
think
be
so
looking
hard
at some
about the
niggas
black
like,
people, the Wakanda shit. They starting to make different theories about it, which is irrelevant.
They
was
trying to make it like it's
do
real.
y'all think they just threw that Wakanda shit in there just to give black people credit?
Bro,
Like,
those
I'm
people
like,
never
bro,
heard of
Hey,
comic
do y'all
books.
not know that Marvel been out since the fucking 40s?
Those people never read comics, bro.
Bro,
Bro,
went back in
my
time
grandma
and made us some
was
shit to
pissed me
fuck
off
with
'cause
y'all.
Trying to break it
today.
down to you.
yes, bro. She like the pastor at church told us to go see. I'm like, first of all, stop right there. the pastor told you to go see Black Panther. Let me give you a news flash, Grandma. Black Panther's sweet, but it ain't even. It's not sweeter than Avengers on Age of Ultron, bro. Let's be real.
He
No,
didn't
yes,
take
it
it
is,
biblical.
bro.
He's like,
Age of
oh,
Ultron is buns.
he ain't even
Bro,
Black
like,
Panther
bro.
is kind of good. Age of Ultron is
It's alright,
buns.
bro. It's alright, bro.
Yeah, I
I'm
think
like,
it's like-
it was
it's-
overhyped, bro. I was
it
like,
might
I
be
get
in
it.
the
Black
top five,
History
but
Month,
Thor
for me, Black
Ragnarok's
Panther.
better.
I'm like, bro,
Thor
but this
so
ain't
sweet.
they ain't been doing the storyline where he beating the KK's ass. Like, they telling you about
That would've
Wakanda and
been-
some
if
African
they let
blood
me write
bitches.
it,
Like, bro, I ain't.
That would have been the story. Straight up. It would have just been Black Panther versus the KKK.
That was in the comics. That's how
And
he
he would have
started.
just
I'm
been
like,
beating
bro.
these niggas' asses up and
Right,
down.
I told you, I told you, I told you, I told you.
Facts. I'm like, bro, I'm getting
Wakanda
tired of
forever.
it. I'm like, I'm really
I like this
just
shit.
over this whole
I
Black
like
Panther
this
shit. I'm really,
Remember when we over
when he
there
died,
together?
I clapped.
Killmonger when it came out too,
I
he would
stood
have
up
helped
and
him like.
clapped. No
He's
lie.
like, yo,
In Avengers, the last Infinity Storm, when I seen that nigga finish, I stood up and clapped. No fucking lie.
Who?
Black Panther. I was so happy. I was like, oh, you're sorry.
That was the one that hurt my feelings
No,
the most.
nigga.
Nah, y'all
Everybody
know.
was all hurt about
nigga.
Spider-Man.
You know I was hurt about Spider-Man.
Bro,
That's my
Spider-Man
favorite
had the
person.
most saddest death, bro.
He got the
feel
longest
good.
one.
I
What
like
makes this
Spider-Man
special?
more than I like all
Young
y'all
nigga
collectively.
out there with the
I love
OG
Spider-Man.
penny work on another planet. I
He's my
may
best
still back
friend.
home. This nigga in a whole nother planet just going like, oh, feel
That don't
good.
mean that
And
he's
he
supposed to
finishing the
get
homies on
a whole
motherfucking
45
phone.
second to a minute death while everybody
Bro.
else just fucking fade away like they weren't important. Fuck him.
Man, I don't hate Black happiness. I just don't fuck with the Black Panther. Well, I
Black
do,
Panther,
but I'm just tired
I
of it,
can't
bro.
like when I collect comics. I never went and like, oh, let me get the new Black Panthers niggas. I was trying to get some Spider-Man or some weird shit.
They was definitely able to revamp it.
Spawn.
A lot, though. Like for them to be able to bring it
Nah,
back.
it just shows you how much we crave fucking representation, bro. 'Cause we know we got it.
Yeah.
Like, in the Black Dollar. is
Yeah,
the
we
strongest
know we
dollar.
got
Yeah,
it,
Spawn
bro.
coming out. They
That
Spawn.
would be
They
sweet.
no, they coming out.
They
It's
tried.
Spawn. They
They
got
did a
right
good
now.
job.
They did a good job.
They got Spawn.
It came out on.
Are we
in
sure
Black
the Black
History
Dollar
Month.
is the strongest dollar?
You see what it did for forgot.
Black Panther.
That we spend the most.
in the world.
The Black Dollar, we spend more. We make the least money and we spend the most money of any
It's
culture.
all drugs.
We spend the most.
Everybody sells drugs.
That's why-
Every culture sells drugs.
Anything that gets advertised, if you get black people to buy it, it's gonna skyrocket because we spend the most money. Like white people, they save and shit, or a lot of other cultures they save or they do other things. Like
Or they
black
just
people-
save more than us.
Yeah, we
It
get
might not
money
even be
and we
that-
spend it.
not that
We
much.
be having money. We
They
always
each saving
have
more than
that
us by
shit.
like 2%, and it just add up.
And they say it's the most powerful because, like you saw, it was. I mean, of course, the Avengers blew out the water the next next trip. Ain't that the number one grossing movie ever now? So it blew out the water because Marvel was on fire. But
I ain't kept
out
up
of
with
all
it.
the other movies for that to happen for it to be fucking Black Panther,
Have y'all
it's
been watching the
greatly due because of Black
Y'all
Panther.
been watching the Fortnite tournaments?
Nah. I didn't even know they had
Oh my
those.
god, Jesus. I ain't never seen so much fucking good gameplay.
It's going down like that.
It be going down like that.
They be teaming up or be 1v1.
It's 1v1, but it's top 100 niggas.
I bet.
Because they can do custom lobbies now, so
People
Top
can.
100 niggas in the same room. All 100 computers all hooked up. One room. They
Bro, I
just
seen a
fucking
picture.
going in.
Bro, niggas been gaming hard forever. I seen a picture, but it was the old computers and the mouse and laptops, and they had like too many people in the room. Some people was laying down on cabinets. They had the one dude taped up to the
On the
roof.
ceiling? Yeah,
Yes,
sure.
bro. You used to have to do too much work, man. Shout out to them for paving the way, cause
So
I
how
just go home.
y'all, how y'all feeling about this? What's happening in September, where medical, we're gonna have our marijuana legal now. September.
How does it affect us though?
Yeah, I need to see some
we
more
got- we
details.
got-
Because I already got a weed man.
We ain't got no,
Yeah,
we
you
ain't got no
feel me?
medicinal cards, bro. Like until
Well.
they make it to where is it recreational or is it?
You just get a medical card.
It's medicinal, aren't they?
Yeah.
So you have to have some sort
I
of.
mean, I'm pretty
You
sure
gotta
if
have
it's
it
gonna
by
have it,
September.
but I'm pretty sure if it's gonna be legal here for medical wise, recreation is coming. It's coming.
Hopefully.
Probably in the next voting thing, or even
Columbus
like
is
in
the
the year.
fastest developing city in the world, man. We should get it. If Cali and all other places get it, we should get it. It's just because we're a very big. I don't know if we support Democratic, but it is a very big voting state. So if marijuana's not legal, then I don't think that, you know what I'm saying. It's just voting. Like, it's a lot of old motherfuckers here that's still in power. But I mean, like you
Yeah,
said,
why won't they die? What is taking
I
so
don't
long?
know, but I just know
OTW.
my
What
business
is
might
taking
open
so
for
long?
a minute.
Everything is looking
Like,
to get out.
wrestling.
Yeah.
I
They
got-
just started over.
About to take a song, let's get it.
Bones, barbecue, and foot massage.
Green Man.
Bones, barbecue, and foot massage.
Shut up. What is that?
Bro, and then they took the music. They changed the music on it, bro. Meta
Bruh,
memes.
this nigga said we'll even rub your feet in these sauces for the right prices.
And these sauces.
I said this nigga wildin'. People was in
I
there
did
getting
use a Carolina Gold. A Carolina Gold foot rub.
Oh my god, it already got rubbed, so that you know.
A Louisiana rub
Let me
rub.
get a double rub. You want that on the feet or the chicken, sugar? Both, please, thank you.
I'm
Double
like,
rub.
that shit crazy. Did
Y'all
y'all watch
niggas
the
are
Royal
retarded.
Wedding? I mean, did y'all watch the Royal Wedding?
Fuck
Nah.
no. That shit came out like 4 in the morning.
I don't even know.
I mean,
I know who that is.
Yeah. I mean, shout out to them. I'm not anti it. You feel me? Congrats. Shout out to them.
It's
Oprah
the
was there.
I'm a little worried
Shout
now
out to Oprah.
because I'm
It's the
like,
first
now
black princess,
we
and,
thought
the
Beyonce did something
prince
to
is
the
like family tree or whatever. First
Mhm.
black princess.
So
Yeah.
we
I don't think she was
done
the first. though.
infiltrated
She
now.
was like the second. She was like the second. They were talking about somebody else who was a princess.
It probably wasn't claimed though.
It
It was back in the '60s.
Some hating ass black bitch went back and was like, I'm gonna search this family tree. This bitch can't be
Right,
the
but-
first.
That's probably what happened.
What
princess.
happened?
Fuck outta
I'm
here.
hoping it don't
Somebody
happen.
fuck
That
the
she
black
have
bitch.
like the Beyonce effect now, because you know now she the first black prince, well second black princess or whatever. Now bitch is about to be on a whole nother
Like,
like.
my girls been posted. They was
I
posting.
mean, right? That's what
They
I'm
was
like,
posting it.
man. I'm hoping that y'all just post it, like y'all do dead niggas, like y'all post it for a couple days and then y'all just be over it.
I'm slowly starting to wean myself.
Bro,
off
that's
social
like, bro,
media.
let's be real, bro. That's what happened, bro. Niggas died, bro. Niggas will post a nigga for like 2 days, like, bro, that's my nigga for life, bro. Da 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 da. And then after those 2 days, bro, nigga, you just
I
another
feel
nigga in
good
the
that I'm
grave,
not like
bro.
a super duper slater. So like I be feeling bad that I don't promote my stuff on social media that much. But then at the same time, like literally for that to be like the statement, like everybody says that like that's the thing that they have a problem with, that they can't get off of or they always on it. I'd be like, I mean, if this is such a big problem, I guess I gotta thank God I don't have that issue, because I really go 2-3 days like just not order. Like I'd be like, damn, I gotta promote. Unless I promote like the podcast, it's like that's the first thing that I'm able to actually post, and I can keep a good schedule with that, and I'll be upset when I don't, and that makes me be bad. Like, well, damn, why can't you do this with your music and shit? But it's just like I don't fucking know. But as far as like just being on there all the time, if I see like it's after a couple posts, and if I see too many bitches, I'm like, what am I doing on here? It just be bitches, and then I'm like, I'm off this.
I
Like,
mean, well, social media is like a tool, though, and it's all like you get to pick who you follow and how you use it. So I've always used it so hardcore. Well, I mean, I used it regularly at first, and now I figured out that it's a tool. I thought it was a tool for one thing, and I just like flipped it over. I'm like, oh, this is like, it's like I only knew the back of the hammer could take out nails, and then one day I turned around, I'm like, oh, you could put nails and stuff too. And so I started using it for that so hardcore that it just I got too much of it, bro.
you should write that down. That would be amazing.
Like, yeah, that's
A nigga who only using hammers to take nails out of stuff. He like, yeah, man, I ain't got nothing to put it in there with. Oh, got this nail taker. I got this nail taker out of.
Chosen.
He be like, bruh, just turn it. It's a hammer. Oh, this is a hammer. The fuck out of here. I never, man, you a genius, man. That's why I keep you around.
so. What's your thoughts on Jay-Z telling Meek Mill?
Hold on, I wanted to stay on that. My bad. I wanted to stay on that. What's up with like, how do y'all feel about like the super ratchet chicks and shit like that, or like the girls that's just super? I don't want to put no title on them, but them being infatuated with the royal wedding. I be like,
I'm happy.
Like
I'm
y'all
like,
want to get married. Y'all be acting like y'all want to get married.
I'm cool with it because I'm like, maybe some of y'all, a few of y'all, if enough bitches watch, I hope some of them it cling like, oh shit, this bitch done made it to. let me get my shit together. What this bitch been doing?
I don't really. That's what I was getting. I don't really follow like my social media is like way different than like Keisha. So when we hang out together, I get way different ads on YouTube and stuff than Keisha gets, and so like it's like I still feel like I'm sick of seeing what other people think all the time. Like, it's like they invade in my brain, but they not doing nothing on. They just posting. They minding their own business. I'm the one following them.
And they posting shit that's just like stupid sometimes.
What was
Shit
that?
But it's like
social media, and then the world with it.
He said he still want to talk about it.
You talking about social?
Yeah, but you know, I've been trying to wean myself off of it, but I still be needing it to make money. So
Yeah. Social media, bro. At first, you gonna see a bunch of shit, cause for real, like even some of my niggas, I don't even like listening to what they talking about at the time. For real. Like, my niggas,
Why you look at me?
No, I like talking to
You
you.
look at me like you. I don't feel like.
But sometimes you be like, you got that nigga like you gonna be around for so long, cause they say too much, like maybe they too extra. That's how people be like, since they your friend, you might follow them, which I got to talk to you about this. Like, then you my friend, I'm going to follow you back, typically. But I might not like what you post. And he was like, bro, you don't have to follow him. I would go like, bro, that's my nigga, I gotta follow him. Like, nah, bro, you don't have to do it.
bro, that shit is like it's like fucking
You
like
can mute them though. You can
brainwashing though, because think of how much you like if you get on your social media even just a few times a day, you're like that's like you're seeing that's going into your brain.
Right, exactly, yeah. And you see a whole bunch of shit you don't really care about, bro. And I'm trying to learn to ignore it, but I don't think some shit you gonna be a fan. Like, you see you gonna see some blatantly stupid shit. Like some like you obviously you just wanted to say you just want to put your opinion out there, even though you probably know it's wrong. But that's like when people you even argue with people, like they just say their opinion,
But that's
knowing
what
they wrong.
I definitely
like,
did that once. I was like, I'm going to spend more tax refund on some ZO2s. I just said
What's
it.
that, Xanax?
No.
well, that's like a
Lonzo
troll.
Balls.
Like some shit.
Like
Like,
Lonzo Ball should
But
be
yeah, I really use that. Once I realized I was brainwashing myself negatively, I was like, I'm feeling worse because I'm seeing stuff I don't want to see and stuff. So then I just did the opposite. I'm like, okay, bet. Unfollow these people. I started following like business shit and art shit and the place I wanted to be. Boom, bro. My productivity went straight up. But then even with that, still I'm just like, man, I gotta get off this shit.
I'm a little all over the place, and that helps me balance my social media because I can go hard. Like me, I don't have no in between, so either I'm on it hard or I ain't on it at all. So me, I go hard for like a week straight, and then I fall
I
back.
don't be seeing that other shit.
That's like, no.
I get like I told you how I use social media. Like I get on there, I got 3 to 5 minutes tops on social media of other people's shit. But me, I get on there and do what I'm trying to do. Like I can't even check comments for real. Like, I forget to do that. I get on there and post, and then I get off, and I'm like back living my life because if I'm playing God of War, I don't even be feeling like texting bitches sometimes. Like that's something else. I don't realize like damn, maybe I'm not really ready for a relationship how I thought I was because this texting shit is.
It's annoying.
Chris Rock was talking about he was with his wife for X amount of years before they got divorced, but it was like, and his parents was together way longer.
You gotta put the
And his parents was together way longer, but they ain't have cell phones, so he used to feel like him and his wife was married way longer than him because they was in constant contact all the time because you could text and social media and stuff.
You still tilting it back, so you're gonna drink the water out the thing, bro.
You gotta
you gotta put your hand on the card, bro. It's that complicated.
But no, Chris Rock said that his dad and his mom wouldn't talk from the moment he went to work till he got back. So he's like, the kids, all of us could have died, and he just wouldn't know till later.
Until he got home from work. Right, and then with your wife and shit, you gotta text her all day, then you get home, y'all talk all day. Like,
Marte said
Overconnectivity is really a problem.
Marte said his social media is.
Absence makes the heart go fonder, man.
I feel you, Marte. You know what you after. You know what you after, and you execute.
I put a little bit of everything because sometimes I ain't gonna cap. Like I know I be going hard, but then I be seeing people go even harder. So I'm like, I can go harder than them. So I be searching sometimes. But then, like I said, I be finding a lot of shit. Like I don't know. Like now I be watching documentaries and shit because I done got caught up on some shit on Facebook. Now I'm liking. I don't know. Social media. Sometimes I gotta take a break from like. And it's hard. It's too hard to balance. You got
I really
Twitter,
give up that shit,
Facebook,
though.
my
all that shit makes. I feel like it makes you normal to know. Like, as long as you can check yourself, like, oh, this shit, too much shit is going. Too much negative shit might be going on. Maybe you just need to steer away from other people's negative thoughts. But sometimes you know people got some positive posts and shit. People
Not
say some
even
really, you
negative
get a lot of
thoughts,
information from it.
just sitting on your phone, just scrolling through other people's lives.
Sometimes you get
Just
into a
living
loop,
your
a refresh
life.
loop, where nothing's even changing. And
Or
it's like,
or when you
That's
when
when I
you
know, like,
That's
when I know, like, when I see the same shit consistent, I'm like,
what am I doing? How long have I been doing this?
Right.
the sun's coming back up. It's 4 a.m. Like,
I had to a point. I remember I was laying down. I was living with my dad. I was laying down in bed, bro. It was early as fuck, like 7 o'clock in the morning. I was supposed to be going to work. I was just scrolling, and I had got to where you got to the top and you just refresh.
yeah, once
I
you
just didn't want
refresh,
to get
there's
out. Like,
nothing
I'm
new.
just on social media.
Put your phone down. That's the
Yeah.
only rule.
You just.
So what's up with that Jay-Z? You said Jay-Z and
oh,
Meek? Yeah.
Jay-Z telling Meek Mill, Jay-Z basically telling Meek Mill to not go see Trump. Like, Trump wanted to have to sit down and talk to him how they was gonna work out these prisons, like injustice basically. And Jay-Z was like, bro, fuck that shit. Don't do that, bro. I understand them niggas in jail, bro, but that's gonna fuck up your motherfucking the way niggas view you. So don't go sit down with Trump.
That's like seems like it's an obvious finesse. Like, Trump's not gonna do whatever they say. Trump's not gonna do, and then he's gonna lose all his fans.
Yeah.
Trump
Part of me feel like that, but then also part of me is still like, if you like, it wasn't like Trump was like, yo, I want to sit down with you. He said he wanted to sit down with Trump.
I don't think Trump is like. That's like the president isn't doing like the president isn't involved with each prison, like the prison system, like the president's involved with everything. So I don't think that's would be the proper strategy
And he
of
can't
solving
pass
the
laws.
problem.
He can't write laws. He
You
can't
would have to
sign
start and
laws.
do some research at all the prisons, you feel me, and meet with these people. Like, I don't think Trump would be the accurate
person.
Valentine they made it plan to be a new president.
The legislative branch has to write the law. He's the only executive branch. He would have to
It
sign
seems like
the
it
law.
would be straight
So
finesse.
even if he
Yeah,
agreed to
it's
some shit,
just
he's
another
not the
black
person
person on his belt. That's how I looked at it in several different variables. So I'm like, that shit would be cool. And now I'm like, there is, you feel me, states and counties and shit that really do fuck with Trump. So if he like, bro, we gotta get this shit right. If he do go to only his prisons that fuck with him, even the ones, the states that don't fuck with him, but the states that do fuck with him, and he go out there, maybe that could make a change. And he got Meek right there with him, cause Meek, what I learned with him, he be with them billionaires, like with the Robert Krafts and the Bill.
Well, he met Robert Kraft at a 76ers game.
Like, yeah,
He
but
met that
I
nigga
mean,
in
before
Robert
the
Kraft.
76er game though, Kraft and them was linking up on the perfect plane because Kraft is cool with the Sixers owner. So they have linked before. Then when he came and visited him a couple times in prison. Then when he got out of prison, Kraft came to the game too. Like, bro, what's up?
No, I'm not saying he met him originally at that game. That's what I'm saying. Like, meeting, we saw the documentary. He basically said he had been cool with them. Everybody was wondering why Robert Kraft came to see him while he was in jail. Like you said, he knew them. He'd be at the Philly games with the owner of the 76ers, and he was already picking his brain. He said, what's the most money you ever seen in cash? When you went from 5 to 10 million to 500 million,
Right.
what was the transactions looking like? So he got cool with the owner of the Sixers who knew Robert Kraft. And they was just fucking with Meek off of the strength of just being a real nigga from a different lifestyle.
Right.
Like, he was just a different type of
And
person.
then,
Like, they was
and then the only reason I said that, the only reason I brought them into it, I'm like, these are Trump's niggas. Like, even though Kraft fuck with the Patriots, and he the owner, he on the Patriots, that's my nigga.
He don't Kraft macaroni and cheese.
He and his wife. His wife is the initial.
I feel like that's an optimistic way to say, like, what if it worked? But I just, if like we was like had to place bets on it, I wouldn't put my bet on that. It just
But
seems-
I won't put no
think
bets.
the
It's like
only,
a reach.
but for the only negative connotation to that to be, you shouldn't go because it'll look bad for your image. Like, I feel like,
Right.
if y'all know who I am as a person, and y'all know that I just came out of jail.
But
off of
everybody
some
don't
shit that
know
was-
him like that. Like the rest
He's
of the
out
people.
here.
Now,
It ain't really okay. So if you want to not know enough to pass judgment on me making a meeting with this nigga, but you don't want to do your due diligence to do research to see why I'm making this meeting, then clearly you don't even deserve. You can have your opinion, but if you do your due diligence and realize that I've been on probation since I was a teenager for some shit that was some bullshit. They said that this nigga pulled a gun out on the police and chased the police around, and that's why he's been on probation since then. He told them back then, like, why would I pull the gun out on the police? Anybody who pulls a gun out on the police, you're dead. They seen him come out of that house, they took him in there, they beat his ass. That's what that mugshot of that one Meek Mill mixtape is. And he's been on probation for that since then. So this popping the Willie shit, going back to jail, he went to jail for that shit, for some shit he was on probation for when he was like 15, 16 years old.
Yeah, like
now that he done been in jail and niggas is starting to realize, like, so wait a minute. You in jail now for some shit that wasn't even right back then? And niggas can't even fathom it? Like, niggas like Robert Kraft and shit, white boys that ain't, not in America. He like, nigga, this is real life. This is real. This is how this shit happens. This is like, I'm just because I'm rich and shit. You see it don't mean shit. I was just in there. Like, in that shit. So, if you come from that, and you know that, and you got an opportunity to use your platform
I don't feel like that's like using the opportunity, like meeting with Trump. We know what Trump's about. But I feel like
how do we know what Trump's about though? Like, I mean, well, I guess.
we know what he about, but at the same time,
I haven't done my.
I'm not saying like
about
you feel me?
Trump.
I'm saying if it was,
general,
I hear what you're saying though. So if I thought it was a better move with a different person who like is really a chance that this is gonna get done, then make that and not worry about what people think about you. But we seen like the Trump and Kanye thing, and we seen just how the way he just talk about minorities and women in general. Like the niggas on some fuck shit, and meeting with him would not be the best way to solve that problem.
Especially when he is very
and you know, Jay-Z knows what's up. Jay-Z's been famous for a long time, you feel me, as a super black dude. So you're not going to tell him nothing maliciously wrong.
Right, yeah, right. And I agree, but like I said,
if it was a different person
I'm looking at it from both ends because I'm like, these people.
I would have been the sucker that caught the bait. You feel me?
Yeah,
I'd have been a nigga like, bro, this is a chance to maybe make a change. This is the president of the United States.
I would have did the same thing too, because right now I'm like, even though I might not agree with what he's doing in the country and everything right now, he is the president. I said I want to
I don't respect that title enough for that nigga to be that disrespectful to me.
Like, I understand that, but like I said, like for me, he ain't disrespecting.
The same way about cops and niggas still shoot you and get the fuck
right. And I'm like, right now, he's the president. He's the voice of America right now. Even though we
don't have to respect their authority, but their authority is their authority.
He's the president.
You ain't gotta respect.
If I got an opportunity to go sit down with the president, whether I like him or not, and he willing, even if he going to, like I said, the states that he only fuck with, even if he going to them, y'all just seen, like I said, even though. Back then I probably was selling crack, but the stuff that they arrested me for was not something I did. All the stuff that y'all allegedly hear, maybe. But like I said, I ain't do that. And when they arrested me,
he said the police was in the courtroom crying like he chased me with a gun. I was scared for my life. He was like, bro, I went in there. I thought, oh, this is an open shut case. I'm getting the fuck out of here. They not gonna believe this shit. The judge was like, oh, guilty of all charges. Grown ass men, cops in there saying that he was. Now I don't know Meek Mill personally. Who knows? But it don't sound probable to me. And especially if, like they said, they took him in the house. It was blood all on the walls and all on the ceiling. And his mixtape, when he went in, he was beat the fuck up. How do you go from getting chased around a car with a gun to getting your ass beat like that? And then you on probation for that? And yes, he keeps violating probation, but he didn't got into money now. Like some shit that's crazy. And for him to have done a probation violation, now he got a felony for popping willies, and he was back in jail when niggas could have killed him, did anything to him, and he's still doing, like, for that shit, that's crazy. And I thank God that I'm not in that situation, but that's definitely a big eye-opener for niggas that might really be dealing with that shit.
The cops lied. They going through a trial now because they done got, it wasn't just
like
him.
It
was 100, a whole bunch, like, hella people about to get out of jail in Philly now because it was corrupted. The cops are corrupted. They got exposed. So now America's seen that. Meek Mill's case got seen not only by us, not because black people was talking about that shit was on CNN. That's white people shit. Let's be real. How many of us in here really watch CNN like that? I mean, I'm just now really getting into it.
How many of us as black people, like, I know that the system was fucked up, but me as I came from a different lifestyle. It wasn't like shit wasn't around, but we stayed out of that type of shit, you feel me? So even here, like, yeah, I know that it's some niggas that put themselves in questionable predicaments and shit happens to them and shit like that. But that's gotta be an eye-opener to you as a person, period, to see that can happen to anybody. Like, that, you know what I'm saying? And the fact that ain't no, like, it's just I feel like I said, it might be hard for the president to motherfucker like.
Like it might. I feel what y'all saying. It might be a bad look, but like I said, I look at it from both sides because I agree that is kind of a bad look.
It's just like if you was to add it, like, all right, so Meek Mill is like we think that's like a rapper we fuck with, blah blah, and then we think about how much Trump has done good for us, and like why pick now? Like why continue to like the niggas like continually doing fucked up shit? So why he's gonna turn around today for a rapper?
Right, and that's
no, it is possible though.
No, you right.
But
you have to have that sense.
And so we know exactly what happened. He meet up with him. Trump be like, Meek Mill's on my side, y'all now.
Kanye West
we already know what's up, blah blah, and then
do
not follow up on that.
Because everything to Trump right now is a joke, and clearly to me, this ain't a joke. That was his real life. This is people's real lives, and I'm glad that you know what I'm saying. That's why. You need other people, you feel me? And they say that if you're the smartest person in your group, then you need to get a better group because you can't, you can be an ace in one trade or jack in the all, or what I don't know what the fuck they say, but you need to have people around you that have different talents and different discernments, you feel me? Like, and then from what y'all saying, like I said, I probably would have took it and it would have probably been better because there are people out there that's not going to do their due diligence and do the research and figure this shit out. It's just like, you meet with Trump, oh, what?
You can't like, I wouldn't put it on somebody that has to research me for that specific meeting with that specific person. I wouldn't feel like it's necessary to even be like, man, why don't you do your research on me? I could just make better moves. Like everybody's not gonna do research on everybody. What's that? That impression you give when you meet somebody, like just keep making on good first impressions instead of expecting people to look you up. We are on topic 7. Javon is continuously to be rude. Refer back to topic 1.
Yeah, that was the first topic of the episode.
So you said
we was going to a different time. That was kind of transitioning into something else, though.
Oh,
yeah, but that was Hakeem was saying was more transitioning more into like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that kind of teeters a little bit on what Kanye was saying a little bit, and it comes off crazy, but it also like it's something to have a sort of a debate, like you feel me, like just about like you said, it's like a first impression. If somebody's continuing to do something or something like that, like me personally, I said I haven't met Trump. I don't know. I know from what other people have said about him and like snippets of fucking crazy ass wild shit this nigga has said. But to know him on a personal level and know what he's personally done, I don't really know. And then also, I don't know what. And I think, you know what I'm saying, that could be, but I don't know.
Like I feel you. Like he say certain shit, and he done did certain shit, but he also done kind of made some type. He done tried to do something. I ain't saying he the best president, and I didn't vote for him, right? But like I said, like
he done tried to do what?
What is he trying to
Nah,
do?
we not even gonna go there. I don't believe in giving
let's
him
go there.
more
First of all,
publicity.
he got South Korea and North Korea to stop the war. He got them to stop their shit. He got China. He put China in their place. Now they all.
Bro, I'm gonna need to
listen,
see some
China
receipts.
was on. Easy, bro. It's called look it up on the internet, bro. See, everybody go look for the negative shit about Trump. Y'all want, and that's what I be talking about. Like,
he is trying to get rid of all of this self-dependent on the government shit too, because that shit is killing black people, bro. That's what they call the golden handcuffs, bro. They give you something that it seems like it's a golden treatment, but really it's a shackle, bro. Like if you really need disability and shit like that, then yes. You need that shit. Like my mom, you feel me? She was in a bad accident. She needs that shit. But other people that's out here just fucking and having babies just to get a check from the government, bro, that don't really want nothing. He trying to cut that shit out because basically people that gotta go work and pay taxes gotta basically.
It's easy to say that when you waking up okay every day, but when you in that position and you really need it, and now yours.
I'm not saying for all the people. I'm saying.
But I'm like,
how do you
pick them out? How do you pick them out?
It's gotta be a better vetting system than the way that we know, bro. All of us know right now a person that is milking that system that don't need that shit. We all know people.
No, but
like
you
that.
saying that he's fixing it. You say
I didn't
he's trying
say
to
he's
fix. You
fixing
said that
it.
he's
I
trying
said
to
he's
fix
got
it.
plans to
So
fix
that's
that.
what I'm asking you. What these plans are.
That's
why I want to know.
You saying hate? You're saying hate this person full through for because they've said things, and we're saying, hey, they might have said some.
Bro, I'm not
things.
saying hate them full through. I'm
Nah,
asking you
saying,
for the details to convince me. To convince me otherwise.
Bro, that's literally what he runs on. Like how you talking about how he hates motherfucking black people and minorities and shit. His feelings about the black people and the minorities and shit is they sitting here, they're lazy. They're just getting free ass money from the government. We're taking care of these motherfuckers and they're not doing shit. They don't earn shit. Y'all out here paying y'all. And that's what motherfucking, it's Democrats and it's motherfucking, what's the Republicans? Republicans are the rich niggas. Them is the motherfuckers that they like to be in the high tax bracket and get tax cuts and not have to pay for the low end motherfuckers because they don't work to get bread. And then we gotta sit here and pay. Democracy is we're all together. We vote.
No, you said he's trying to fix
that. You asked me for receipts.
You said he's trying to fix that, and I'm asking you what the
Bro,
problem
I don't know
was.
the bill. I don't know the bill that he's trying to
That's
sign.
all I'm
I do
asking.
know.
He did tell me
Okay,
something
but you
different.
said that is what. That's one of his principles. As he's running, you're judging him off this negative principle. He don't like minorities. He don't like
But
women.
I'm saying we got
You got
recording
receipts,
of
you got
him
video,
saying-
and they
Yes.
got video, and they got videos and footage of him saying that shit too about how he don't like how motherfuckers is freeloaders.
But I can tell you the specific grab her by the pussy thing. You feel me? So I'm asking you
Because
what's
that's
the,
grab her by the pussy. I don't know the bill, Hakeem, but I can tell you that is one of the principles that he leads his campaign.
I mean, like you
What
can tell
else?
me that, but I'm not really feeling it because you don't got nothing to back that.
And
you're just
like,
saying.
the
Well,
whole
look
government
at
or the
it.
pussy thing,
If
bro.
you want
like, bro,
if you want to stay, and that's another thing. If you want to be set in something, if you want to feel some way about somebody or have an opinion on somebody, then you should do your due diligence and look into that person fully.
I'm asking you to tell me.
Don't let me tell you
about
positive things about them and then be like, oh well, you ain't got no proof to back up your positivity, and then leave it up to me. How about you go and
it.
look
But
the
you
positive
can't.
shit
You can't
up?
tell me it though.
Oh, but you want to stay in your bias.
My phone.
You want to
I
stay in your
can't look it
bias
up right now.
All right then. Well then, let it be the reason. Don't blame me wholeheartedly
But
because
I'm
you
just
have a
asking
bias.
you. You're blaming. You're
You
saying
have a bias and you want to
explain
stick in your
Bro,
bias. We're
I'm
trying to
asking
give you
you to
proof of
defend
it.
it. I'm asking
We
you to
told
defend
you
it.
it's never enough. You want us to look up
okay,
more shit.
listen. He trying to
Bro,
get
you over here screaming, bro. You mad?
Listen,
I'm just
he-
asking
he
you to
just
defend
trying-
your
and
side.
I'm
It's not even
saying,
about
man.
Trump. I'm just trying to like,
I
go to back and
said
forth.
that. We
Listen,
defend
he's
every
trying
time
to
we
get
defend
rid
our
of
side. You say it's not
Obamacare.
enough.
He's trying to get rid of food stamps. He only trying to keep the Social Security, but you got to be a certain age. He's trying to get rid of, if you got disability, like an actual disability, like if you got somebody like a real ill where you can't actually work. There's a lot of people with disability. I got fucking MS, but I still work a full-time job. You feel me? You feel me? With disability. Yes, I get food stamps or whatever, but I actually work. I got bills and stuff. I still got illness. I only can work a certain amount of hours even though I exceed that shit. I kind of knock myself off my shit because they offer me the free shit, like my free insurance, free food stamps, all that shit. But I only can work a certain amount of hours. But me, I'm like, I feel good enough where I can fuck it. I don't need it. I just work it off.
But me and you had real, and I don't want to put out your personal business, but real nigga to real nigga, we had that conversation about the golden handcuffs. Where I was like, bro, if you really don't feel like you can work, bro, and you need to get this check, then do that, bro. But I've been on unemployment, bro. There's a difference between sitting and collecting a check from the government versus really getting out here. Excuse me. It might be a little bit more harder work, but you feel me? Even down to that shit slow you down. You sit at home, you just smoking cigarettes all day, drinking, watching TV, not doing shit, not wanting shit out of life, bro. And that's no way to live, bro. Like, if you need, and I don't understand, I don't know how they gonna do it, but if you need that shit, then cool. But I do agree with that, where like, that shit, bro, that's no way to live for people to just be sitting here living off of the government, not working.
And then I
having
heard that
babies,
again now.
and we just all work. And they know how to milk it,
With
too.
all this stuff being said, I mean, all this stuff is common sense, bro. I think the way he move or way he transition and doing shit is always gonna be a problem. Everybody knows. As far as America knows, you shouldn't be sitting your ass at home and collecting a check. That's not what life is about. If you need it, you need it. Of course, people milk it. People milk like, oh shit, I might be able to apply for fucking food stamps. I only make this much money a year. They might not really need it, but it's an extra. I don't know, there's be a whole bunch of different kind of shit, bro. But the main thing is Trump has a certain view on us, and we gotta like expect him.
Yeah, like, and that's what I don't agree with. Like how
like,
he's the president and he views certain people. Like some things I do agree with. Like even though he be going about it the wrong way, saying the wrong turn, but trying to get the people who ain't that. Well, it's not really the wrong turn because that's what we call them here in America, illegal aliens. You feel me? He trying to get them up. He trying to get them up through. So many people is here.
I know people that's here illegally.
bro, I see what the points you making are all the points that, you know, that's what you selling when you trying to become the president. All that you do, all that shit. I get the good points that come out of that. But there's also like
The way he go about it.
The plan, you got a whole bunch of these plans, but then the way you go about it is actually wrong. You're doing a whole bunch of
But
dumb
even
shit,
down to him as
or
a
you're
person,
paying for
until
fucked up
I
shit.
met him personally in my real life, all I can go off of is snippets and the general consensus of what people have told me.
But all for this shit though, this nigga is really a bad. He done did a lot of bad shit, bro. Say a lot of bad shit about people. Like, you know what I'm saying? You could I ain't trying to go back to, you know, but if you say
he openly doesn't respect entire cultures. But we're supposed to respect him just because of
Man, that's like
the name he
until
has.
I made R. Kelly, I don't know what he about. I'm not gonna let my daughter hang out with R. Kelly.
So it's like,
there you go.
it's like, it's
Give me those.
There's a line, you feel me?
He getting too
I
much
see what
of
you're
this,
saying though.
like,
You're
like,
supposed to look at the duality
No,
of
I mean,
things.
it's a good conversation. It's a good conversation.
But there's like a line there.
It basically comes down
And I
to it's a
feel you
good
on that
conversation
line.
about
All I
like
was saying was
what you don't know about people and how
I
you
see
act,
the little
what you
good moves he making, but I also say he
opinion
he
of the person
moves.
what you really know.
But my
Yeah,
opinion
he
don't just
moving
come
in
up.
the way
My
he
opinion don't just
moving
come up like,
people,
oh, I just hate Trump. When Trump was
disrespect other
first
people's races.
appointed
You
president,
should
I
never
wasn't even
disrespect
like,
other people's race. You feel me? I'm like, that's something. Somebody's race, religion. You should never go and attack somebody for somebody.
I'm not even saying that. You do what you want to do, but we expect a certain type of standard when someone's running for president. If someone's running for president, you don't want what. So this is a good point. You wouldn't hire a NASCAR driver to fix your toilet. You'd hire a plumber. We hire a reality star to run our government, to run our country, to run the free world.
Kid, that's the kid. And then for real, it's
And
not his
then
fault.
now if you
All he
take it
did
down
was-
to the electoral college, bro.
Right.
Because we didn't.
Right, but like I said,
And I don't have the power in my hands to change it from the electoral college.
Right.
There's a huge separation between the
right.
worker and the
Right. That's like we're in the stands.
from going from right here, what is the point we're making right now? What's the point we're making?
I don't know
what
what
I was making was why Meek should not meet Trump, because Trump, what he stands for as a person, is something negative. And it's
Yeah, I'm saying if it
regardless
was
of
a
his
different
level,
person,
don't associate yourself.
a different negative person, I can see what you're saying. But I feel like this one specifically would just be the wrong.
It could have been John
like if it was an
McCain,
A/B
Mitt
movie.
Romney. Who cares? But it can't.
Like there's the specific
reality
person who
TV
goes
show,
out
I
of
feel
his
you.
way to
They're
call.
not even saying reality
I'm
TV
saying
show.
that
They're
he
talking
goes
about
out of his way to
his
cause
huge
problems and stuff.
negativity.
Yeah.
I would have to. I've only seen. I've
Listen.
seen this. I've seen the pussy shit. I've seen him
The
go
pussy
crazy
shit,
at press
I scratch
conferences.
that shit, bro.
I've seen him like, but I know how. Like Marte is my cousin.
Listen.
Marte calls people Jews and
Bro,
faggots
listen,
and
listen.
Marte
talks
always
about
has a good
Jesus.
point though. You ain't gonna Trump my nigga Marte.
I
Marte
don't
makes
Trump him.
great
I'm just
points.
saying, if we're gonna say what people say about people,
Exactly.
I know some
Listen.
people who say
Look,
something.
it's not even
That's
what
not
we-
the same,
It is
bro.
not what we say about people. It's what we've seen about this man. We've seen and read all of the things that he said and
But
did.
I'm not
I mean,
against seeing both sides of somebody. I'm just saying I haven't seen the other side.
I am asking
I'm
God, we
with
excuse
seeing
the
him
whole
say that.
grab her by the pussy thing, because I'm like, let's be real, man.
When you rich, you can grab him by the pussy.
Like, I ain't even, I don't.
That's what he said
Yeah,
verbatim.
bro, I don't agree. I don't agree with that. But let's be real. We done said nastier shit and this more disrespectful.
So we not a fucking president though.
And like I said,
That's what I'm
the
saying.
he living his
Well,
life.
hold up.
But like I said,
If
the
you
country
became the
voted on
president,
it.
are you going to change as a person?
Yes.
You want to change? Are you going to change?
I'm
You want to change, but you always going to be you, bro. You
Bro,
going to change.
You gonna
when
make better
go to-
decisions.
When you
But
go
you
to
don't,
work,
but
when
you
go
don't
to
bring
work,
that out on the conference.
He was on a deep mic. He didn't even know that mic was on, bro. That was a dude who
You
had a
gotta walk a
microphone.
different way if you want
He
to
the
be president.
What the
Yes,
fuck?
yes, he
You
the
gotta
president.
walk-
You're supposed to know. You
Hey,
always
did
been
Obama
recorded.
get caught saying something like that?
No.
We don't know. Maybe he never
So
got
we
put out.
know
Did it ever get
But did it get ever put out?
might
So
have
I
probably-
might say some crazy
logo
shit.
falling out his pocket.
Bro, if I become president, bro, you
Press
cannot.
conferences because he's
I got
so
Kanye
weird.
syndrome. I know that I can
Dude.
say some crazy shit at any moment.
I think the main
I
point
just
is
think
like we getting all over the place. Main point is give Trump an opportunity. If you got negative aspects, you think negative things. I think everybody
I
understands
don't want to put that towards
but
Trump.
it's
I
a
want to
lot
put
of
that
like.
towards anybody.
Yeah, that's what I'm
shit.
saying. For
Like,
anybody,
towards
I feel
anybody.
so. That's what I'm saying. If it was
That's
anybody
cool.
but Trump, but this, I feel like he's specifically doing the drama for that, for like the attention on, and then Meek Mill would just walk into that and come out, probably more hurt himself. Like wow.
And then just the uneducated
Do that
responses and the uneducated.
I'm upset that we
Yeah.
talking about this
Yeah.
nigga Trump for so long, bro. I don't even.
I mean,
think I
cause
see
It's
this
a
like,
deep
I-
dive, bro. We had to unpack
Right,
it.
right.
man.
I feel you.
Oh,
and I hate to give on this big
got
of
the
a
middle,
platform.
man.
Mikey, do you voted for Trump?
Get the fuck out of here. No. I ain't vote for Hillary neither, nigga. I ain't vote for nobody.
Hey, I
It
would've
wouldn't
voted for
matter
Jack
whether you
Johnson.
voted or not.
I would've voted for
Like the nigga,
Yeah,
I wanted to vote for them Bernie Sanders. I would have voted for
Bernie
that.
Sanders would have died by now from the stress.
I voted for
Just setting up his
G.
Twitter.
Biden.
He was like, okay, here I go, first tweet.
Right. That's my. I fuck with Bernie Sanders. I didn't see.
I think Tom had a big point about.
I didn't see Hillary as a good candidate. I see her just as fucked up as motherfucking Trump. Like she's a celebrity too.
I'm talking about Gary Sanders. I seen a video.
Hillary Clinton's big in politics. Like,
She went to the Breakfast Club.
if
But
you
see,
was,
even out of her, I've heard that, like, the same way that people have been able to not skew, because maybe Trump is a piece of shit. But I haven't watched, I don't watch CNN, bro. I don't watch the news. I don't watch these debates. I don't know this nigga.
do your due
So
diligence.
all I know,
Do your due
exactly.
diligence.
Do your due diligence.
I don't have a positive or negative view on Cuz. That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying I know people don't like him, but I know that he's like, it's not cool to fuck with him. I know that it don't seem like he supports a lot of stuff, and I've heard some crazy shit from him. But
So
I guess what I was saying was from
I
what
want to go on
Kanye
record.
was saying.
I
Like,
do have a negative view on him. I just want to go on record saying I do have a negative view on him. I just want to meet to take the meeting anyway, only
So,
because I'm like
to meet with a snake,
I wanted to go on
get in
record
there, meat.
that
Get in there, meat.
I don't know nothing about none of these niggas because
You
I
can't
heard
even
so much crazy shit
shake a
about
snake's
Hillary
hand.
and Trump. I didn't even want to look into them because I was like, this is bullshit. This is all fake. It was like love and hip hop to me. I didn't even concern myself with it. I was like,
That's
hopefully
better.
we don't blow up. But like how y'all feel about him as the president, I'm like, it's just a nigga who's the president. He's like a big cop, but I don't fucking really know this nigga from Adam. You feel me? Now he does have a lot of power. He has a lot of influence. He says a lot of crazy shit. But it's just like anything else in the world. I really don't concern myself with it too much.
And
Yeah,
that's
I should watch it
that's
more,
why
I know.
that's where I'm looking at it from.
I should
He
watch
got
it
a
more.
big influence. I'm like, this nigga me asked him to have a meeting. He's accepted. Like, yeah, I do want to talk about what happened in Philly and want to see what we can do on corruptions and other places.
He
Like,
turned down the president. You know that nigga Trump Saudi.
now he's like, I felt Jay-Z on the move, but me, I was looking at it as I'm like, okay, me, you know, he probably I thought about it, like maybe he is on some scheming shit. I'm like, nigga, now
But
you
maybe
know
somebody
if it was a
scheme this nigga back, and then like he asked
They
you,
would have
you
just
asked
jumped him.
him.
Trump and them would have
You
just
ca-
jumped him when they
like,
got in the room.
I think
Listen, like you contacted
Hit him with a
him,
baseball bat.
you contacted him. He picked
would've
up your
played
call. Was like,
traumatized.
yeah, I want to hear what you got to talk
He'd
about.
start going
I see
in.
you with Kraft and them my niggas too. Yeah, come through. I want to meet with you. Let's see what we can do. Now, when you rolling with niggas that support Trump, the Krafts, the O'Briens that run Philly, the owner of the Philly Sixers, niggas that come to meet hood.
Like, this is just like a wild fantasy.
It's not a fantasy, bro. This is real, bro. This is real.
but the main
life.
He's talking about it being a positive.
Oh yeah, like,
Yeah,
but me, I'm
So
the
once
he the
in a million,
president.
so one in a
Y'all
million shot.
all admit it. He got a
Well, they
big.
didn't take it. They didn't take it
You're right, he
because
didn't take
people,
it,
you know,
but
we
he got a
people
positive
with
out. He got a
And
positive.
I was like, what?
I ain't gonna say positive, but he got a big following. People, even though it's a 90% of us hate Trump, but he also got that big following, 10% that fuck with him.
Nah, it's some liars out there, bro.
Yeah, it's
you
a lot
watch
of liars.
anything they say.
I'm
Fuck
just
Trump,
saying, he got-
everybody cheering and shit. I'm like, how this nigga get in there? Niggas for oil electoral. They bro, people,
Right.
People support.
Like I
this
said,
nigga.
and then the niggas who fucking hacked it and fucked the shit up. Let's see. Hillary's fucking giving her them secrets about the United States. That was shit that came out that was a Trump card that he used, bro. Like during the vote. Like, oh, she's saying secrets to Russia. But y'all wanna fuck with me because I fuck with Russia? Cause my bitch from Russia? But this bitch giving Russia our secret documents. They going to her shredder build. Like, come on, bro. I can't vote for this.
Right,
It's all types of crazy, bro.
Yeah.
It's,
Like,
I
I'm
mean,
just
he
like,
didn't take the
man,
meeting.
that's a wild thing. That, like, somebody, like, to just be like, she's sending the secrets to Russia. It's just like,
Bro, that was hot, bro. That means you went through your due diligence.
Like, how do I-
Hey,
That
bro,
was
what?
nothing, bro. That was all
He's
over
a super
scene.
Democrat.
Yeah,
His next term.
We are-
He's
we
a
are-
super
we about to vote
Right,
for
super.
anything. It's about to be a squirrel
We
at
voted
the
for it.
presidency next
Shit, and
time.
probably like literally we need, but like Tom said, we need a super Democrat.
And I can't believe 80,000 people voted for Dave
I'm voting for
Harambe.
People do that kind of shit all the time.
That's just so
There's a lot of dumb
dumb.
people out here.
Disrespectful,
It
but
makes no sense.
No, that's a lot of dumb people.
80,000 though. How did they even
Right in.
get
I'm like, just don't
consensus
vote.
on voting for
You
that?
can write it.
But
bro.
I'm like, how did that many people link up? Like, we're gonna vote
Harambe
for
was
Harambe?
popular at that time.
Was that on the docket?
No, it was just popular.
I voted for
I
G.
feel like
Gundam.
if you don't vote, then it's almost like you shouldn't even try to talk politics or don't care about what president you have. If you don't vote, then you shouldn't have
Like you can contest that, but
Yeah, it's
that's
like-
a strong point.
It's like, bruh, if you ain't gonna vote for Trump and you ain't gonna vote for Hillary, then what you gonna argue? You know what I'm saying?
That's why I don't even be. That's why I really don't pay it that much attention. That's why, like,
I
when
pay
was looking at it
attention.
as
I feel like it needs. I feel like I can't ignore it. You feel me? But at the same time, I know the way that it affects my day-to-day life, which is minimal.
yeah, because he the fucking
Because
president.
them switching presidents, I'm still living in the same side of town. I'm still making art, still art, or whatever. But like I did that art talk when the day he got inducted or whatever, and it was about politics and current events and how it affects us as art and our work, and like that shit really deep for real. Like that shit really affects us a lot. Like just how seeing your parents argue affects you as a kid. Seeing Trump say wild shit is like affecting the country in a negative way. Like you see that shit every day. You wake up in the morning and it's just like
Right. It make a lot of people unified though. Like it's
unified in a negative way, bro. It's
It's
like
like hate, but it's a lot of people that unify in positivity too, bro. There's a lot of people that stand in solidarity in opposition to Trump.
But that's still
Y'all
hate.
right now.
That's still hate. I shouldn't
Well,
want to
he's
hate.
hate. Well, yeah.
I
But
say already
if I'm
unified,
still
they
having,
already in an
if
agreement
me and this
unified.
nigga hate
And that's
somebody
what
so
Kanye
bad,
West was talking about. He was trying to get us all on love. And everybody thought Kanye was crazy.
Yeah.
No, you literally just said it. You just said it, Mar. You literally just cracked the code and you said, even if you're in solidarity and opposition to Trump, that's still y'all all have hate for him. And
earlier in the
was
conversation, I still
I
said
know.
you still want to have you want to give the president an opportunity to do great. I'm not gonna say. I'm not saying, bro, you're just shitty because you're shitty. Everybody's saying you're shitty. I want you to be good, but you continue to do stupid shit or say stupid shit. Which is like what were we talking about? If you
Bro,
keep
it's
saying
like-
fucked up stuff, younger people who see the president saying fucked up shit or touching people, but hearing that story is automatically giving that type of person or people who don't think for themselves or they can't think for themselves at the time. They just do negative, dumbass shit because our leaders do it. Like, you know, that shit do affect you from what he's talking about right there. I don't. Like, can we talk about something else now? Yeah, we talk about the same
It's
thing.
next on the docket.
We got no more topics, but two of these is like kind of niche. Like Kevin Rowe, he said, so right now, who the like the newest leader in the new generation right now in hip hop? Who y'all feel like is the
I don't know. It's kind of weird to me right now. I've really been trying to retract from it. It's a lot going on.
It is a lot.
It's a lot going on, and it's just too much for me.
And
I'm
you
like,
said
think
new young
about, like-
niggas. It's new young niggas every day.
Like, you mean
It's
like
you play new young
I
niggas
think-
every day.
It's like
I think-
mainstream, under mainstream, underground, underground.
I'm
I'm
talking
like, what's,
about, we talking about mainstream, like mainstream.
I mean, I think the top niggas people like is going to always fall under is the like, you know, like
He ain't
niggas
even
like.
talking about Kendrick and them.
Yeah,
He
Kendrick,
wants
yeah,
us
I
to
don't think,
pick
like,
a
that's
new
people-
nigga. He wants us to pick a new. He wants us to pick like a
First
Rich
of
Kid,
all,
Lil Uzi
this is a
Vert.
topic that I didn't write.
I don't know what you ain't
Oh.
supposed. We ain't supposed to.
I mean, well, not putting them niggas up there. Cause them like are the
Kev
OGs,
is on
right?
the front page.
But I would say like
The
niggas
top.
really
You
respect
know the
Thug
top?
like a crazy.
Yeah.
I think Thug is
Big all the time.
like Thug or Future would be like some niggas that people really like got high respect for. Thug and Future.
I feel like Thug ain't doing the numbers he deserves. But I feel like he's putting out the quality though.
Right,
And that's what really
agree.
matters in the long run.
And I think that's why he's still buzzing because
Yeah,
I'm
his
like,
promotions is boost.
he got the real friends like, bro.
He be like,
I ain't
I'm
gonna
not
cap.
making
I'm about
music
to
no
put
more.
that $14.99 on. Listen, I fuck with you. Go get it from the internet, but I know every track. Nigga,
That
I'm not
country
gonna
album was kind of fire. I think
I thought it was kind of fire.
But I
Bro,
fucked
it
with
was,
it.
bro.
Pretty good. Bro, I fucked with
It was, bro.
Bro,
I didn't know
it
what
was
to say.
bro.
Or very late night.
Bro.
She give you chills out for real.
Nah, I
Hey!
feel everybody just talks about Tekashi and Trippie Redd.
But
So.
that's because
That's because they talk on the phone every day, which
They're
I
all-
think is staged, bro.
gay.
I think they call each other
They on the
beforehand,
same label,
bro.
bro.
I think they call each other beforehand and be like, bro, all right, I'm gonna call you, I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna say that, because Tekashi said, fuck your dead homies to him or some shit like that, and he was just too nonchalant about that. Like, I'm like, you can't just say fuck your dead homies to is somebody.
Why
that,
they keep answering the phone?
Why they keep answering the phone and then going live?
If I don't like you, you can't reach me.
You can't FaceTime.
That's some young. They
You
want the
can't
promotion shit.
FaceTime me,
Bro,
bro.
you
Like,
really can't- bro, if I like you, it's hard
I
to
want
reach
to see
me.
your face, bro.
But
If I don't like a
people
nigga-
fall into it.
Bro,
and
I was
you like-
watching it for like 5 minutes. I'm like,
Might be playing. I'm playing the game. I'm listening to it like he said.
I'm-
What? All these
Bro,
niggas, bro. That's the
they got a
worst part about
podcast,
it.
bro.
I really
and I
blame-
talk
I
about
don't know.
whatever's
I
going
don't
on
know.
in the industry.
I
So
was
yeah,
like, man,
They
I
break
watch
down
this shit.
everything too.
And it'd be funny as fuck. 'Cause, like,
Academics the worst. He like 24. He been on the phone with Bad Baby.
Yeah,
She's like
Academics a
16.
bitch.
Bro,
I'm like, bro, you
he-
FaceTime with this little ass girl, bro.
he doing his job the best of his
You
ability.
are right,
Out of
man.
everybody doing their jobs, ain't nobody doing their job better than DJ Academics.
Takeshi doing his too.
Now
Is
better
he
than
bringing out the
Academics
get sticky?
because Academics is in every Takashi
And
video.
he wrote it. They said
Ain't
he
making
got a platinum plaque for
Gummo.
co-writing that shit.
Gummo. He
He
got
go
a
well on
he
that.
got a problem.
Academics
Yeah,
I believe
yeah,
he did
bro.
the get sticky up. Get
No.
sticky up.
No way.
I'm dead ass
He got
serious, bro.
platinum plaques for
He said
co-writing
this
Gummo.
sticky
Bro,
I don't know that to be a fact,
With
but
the
I think that he got the get sticky up part.
All
That
I know
would be
is
great,
I think because that's not like
bro,
it's cheesy
trying to
enough
y'all
for
niggas.
Let's
act
talk
like
about.
Hey,
And he
hey,
showed the
hey,
platinum. He was like, "This is my platinum pack." And
Hey,
they
did y'all hear
said,
the parody of Gummo?
Gummo.
Yes.
Let's
Yeah.
talk about how this nigga
Bro,
fought these niggas
parody
at the
of
airport.
Gummo.
Who?
Bro.
Takashi and
You mean his
crew.
friends?
You mean
fought niggas?
Delia
versus these
Just
two
like,
niggas
he ain't
at the
do nothing but
airport.
run up, get swung
They
on.
said somebody got the butterfly.
That is
stickers
a
up.
direct conflict with the Gummo video.
What you mean?
They were super blood gangsters with weapons and shit, and then one video later, he is fighting. It's 2 versus 5, and they're losing in a fist fight.
It was 5-1-2.
Yeah, they
It
did.
was 2 niggas and they was losing.
No,
Two niggas was
winning, bro.
The two
6ix9ine
niggas
know
won.
was getting rocked, bro. Like I told you, 6ix9ine
You haven't seen the
got his
video,
hat
bro?
knocked off.
Bro,
He was in the fight.
bro, you
Yeah,
don't
bro,
watch
he
it if you
ran
like
up,
his
he
music.
got his hat knocked off,
Bro,
and
you
then they was
can't
like,
like
nigga,
his music
move,
after you
nigga,
watch
move, nigga.
I
Give
swear.
it back, nigga. We got this, nigga.
He's like 5.
Bro, he all falling down on the ground and stuff. He the only person on the ground.
He like walking back up.
Bro, it's crazy.
I'm like, what?
Bro,
Get
like,
sticky
bro.
up. Mercy with the
Yeah,
big.
yeah.
Oh, bro.
You gotta be. Nah, I ain't gonna say that.
I like, man, like,
The two dudes really bullied him, basically.
I ain't gonna cap.
And then they
They
bro,
said
like,
somebody got butterfly stitches from that. They said they fucked them niggas up.
6ix9ine said he got the video, but he ain't gonna link it. Because when he gets to the birth. Anyway, like,
We
he-
seen the video.
I fuck with
bro.
his music, though. I ain't gonna cap, but I fuck with 6ix9ine music.
His
bro.
music is like subpar to me. Like it's not awful, but it's not.
I like how it's
don't
not
say
like a
I
mix.
can't
It's like a
bump
mesh
it.
of like
I can't
grunge
bump
versus like a.
Well, see, me being a
If you fuck that
blood,
little
I
girl.
really fuck with it. Like, I
Now
be
that
like,
also that
that
he was like 17 when that shit happened. That's another thing. Like shit
I
was
wouldn't even want to own him in my
like-
group.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like, I wouldn't even want him to be
I
in
don't
my
like the
group.
way that
and
social media
that's
justice is
right.
attacking
And that's the
people,
same
like,
thing I was thinking.
Before we
I'm like,
even know the bare minimum of what's going on, people be like convicting niggas online. I'm like, that's
Yeah,
not.
they already
That's why
got
I
him
still
as a
rock with him,
rapist.
'cause
They
I'm
be
like,
trying to
I don't
do
think
that.
nobody
That's
is
shit.
saying
you think he
that
gonna
rape
be
is
big
okay.
blood? All these niggas holding him down
Yeah,
if he
we
really
are
did some
upset
shit like
about
that in
that,
New York, bro.
but-
Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. Ain't nobody. If you really gang bang and you really about that, and all these niggas there with you, and you out here fucking with a little girl, that means that right there told me that
First of all, I
He
think
had
he's a
to-
fake gangbanger.
he is a fake gang banger, but he support. He said I don't need it, but he's supported by.
I was feeling what Hakeem was saying about the fact that motherfucking social justice warriors will fucking mobilize themselves with no information. No information at all.
Right.
Like they got this nigga just completely
But
like.
it's like I'm against rapists. Like I don't.
Me too.
I'm
But
like-
I'm also
but-
like not against information though.
Yeah, you
and
feel
also
me?
facts. Like if the nigga was 17 when the shit happened and she was 14, let's not all act like these bitches ain't built different these days.
Oh,
Baby
God.
Cuz didn't
Oh,
know.
God.
He
Like,
could have
that's
really
what
didn't
take-
know.
And then listen, he didn't even. That wasn't the thing though.
I mean, I'm
he
not
was
saying
like,
it's
he got
okay,
hit
but I'm
because
saying
he
he might not
recorded
know.
it and he slapped her ass. She lied about her age. She recorded it.
Yeah.
The
I
homies
worked that
did
for
it.
rappers.
The homies did it.
Shit.
He didn't snitch on the homies.
But he was 17 and she was 14?
He
Yes.
was 17, he was young,
He
bro.
got
He
said,
didn't
bro. He
know.
got hit with.
That's
That's
like
why
a-
they told him like, bro,
junior
get your
with a-
GED or you going to jail.
Not
He's
to
like
mention when you
23
in
now.
high school when freshmen come to high school, but they used to try to fuck the freshmen.
Yeah.
He
That was
23 now.
fresh
That
meat,
shit was
bro.
like forever ago. He said like, bro, I didn't even do nothing. He was just holding the camera. He slapped the girl's ass. That was it. He never fingered her. He never did nothing.
So it
sexual.
was 17 and 14.
She
Yeah.
was 14, he was 17.
Right.
And she lied
What
about her
grade is
age.
14?
You a freshman.
So it was senior president.
It's probably like a junior.
Right, hey, but that's the thing. She out there claiming blood, all that shit. She with the hood. She with the squad. It's like 30 niggas there. Everybody 2 turns. Oh, you want to be in the squad? Bet. That's how it go down, bro. Squad bang, bro. Like she in now.
Dang.
She went back and told somebody else like, nah, bitch, you ain't in there, bro. You just got raped. She went and said that shit. Tekashi said, bro, I know. He didn't tell on nobody. Oh, you ain't telling. This happen all the time in law. Oh, you ain't telling? Guess what? We're gonna hit you with anything we can get you on. Sexual misconduct as a minor.
Yeah, they said if you plead guilty to it, nigga, you ain't got no lawyer, you ain't got no shit. If you plead guilty to it, you would get this, that, and the third. You would be at like, cause he didn't have no lawyer. They get you with the
I'm
best
just
shit you
saying,
can get.
even with the story that we hear, like it's like, I know the justice system don't be right, but it's like it's like us randomly online is way worse than that. You feel me? Like none of us got no law degrees, and none of us is investing the proper amount of time. We doing like wiki searches. You feel me? Which ain't 100%.
Or a bunch of
accurate.
information that we hear from other motherfuckers.
Yeah, so I'm like, you can't really.
You will see a whole bunch of
You
shit
can go
about
for
it.
how they act about it. You feel me? You can try. You can, of course, you're gonna make your opinion and you can act by that. But I don't feel comfortable just going online and attacking people. But I don't even leave comments on stuff a lot for real.
I don't
Some
even
people are
get
active.
that
There's a lot of
shit,
people
yeah.
actively commenting on everything.
Yeah, and that, oh my god,
Like,
bro.
I've never commented on like a popular, like unless I'm tagging some of y'all's name or something. I've never like if it's like a popular post or a celebrity's post, I've never commented. Like
It just
that.
seems like there's already so many comments.
For what?
Or like
Yeah,
even
exactly.
with celebrities
Just
post
like
like
it,
like
move
like
on.
What I got
negativity.
that?
Or
Or
like
like
it,
man.
don't like
negativity.
it.
Somebody posts a big ass negative.
There's some darkness
fuck
in
that
our
video,
hearts
and
and
you
it's
supposed to
coming
just
out
be able
in
to say it.
comments.
Yeah.
Bruh.
If it's something about Trippie Redd and 6ix9ine, I'm like, what the fuck I'm about to comment for?
Right.
Bruh,
Why?
nigga,
And-
This nigga's crazy.
I got this thing where I get online, y'all, and
That's a waste
I
of
look for the
time.
worst comments I can find. I look for the most evilest comments I can find ever, bruh. And I got a system, it's easy to find them. You go find a video, probably about race or relations or something, and then if the video supporting black people, you look for a white person. And if it's a video supporting white people, you look for the black person. And they'll stick right out. And they'll just say something evil. On both sides, bruh. I'm
Man,
like,
that's
oh
all-
my god.
That be on every
That be the part
type
about
of-
it, bro. It be certain people that really are hindering the process. It's like it's
bro.
like the slave that used to
And they
chase
don't
niggas
have no
down and bring them
pictures.
back. It's always somebody who's hindering the fucking
Nigga
process,
Harriet Tubman.
Nigga Tubman, bro.
Bro, niggas just be
Nigga
saying
Tubman,
shit
like you
fuck
run
it.
away from the
And then when
plantation and
this
chase
video
your
was when
ass
niggas get to argue
down.
with the nigga that said the shit, I'm like, bro,
Bro,
you know,
I be deep
you
in.
don't know
I be
this
deep
nigga,
in.
right?
And it's always the people with no profile or
They
like
were
the
the
people.
black slave who used to watch the other slaves.
It's always
and
them.
So I can't believe y'all even arguing with them.
I don't
They
be
got like
understanding,
3
like, bro,
followers.
nah, for real, bro, I'll beat your
Bro,
ass.
I
I'm
be
like,
going
bro, how?
it'd be like 40 followers.
said, bro,
Following 40 people, followers 2. The account was just made.
Right, like,
That was
where you
just
at?
made
Like,
5
bro,
minutes
you know,
ago.
y'all in 2 different
5
states,
minutes
nigga.
ago to make this comment. Say, hey, we got anything else on the docket?
Yeah, we done.
Nothing else?
Darkness in
I mean,
our
all we
hearts,
had was, you feel me, the NFL shit.
If somebody
Niggas
do-
don't watch football anymore. It's
Somebody
like,
comment
I know
something
you
evil on
do,
me, I'ma delete
but
that shit.
y'all
Then what?
Everybody else does.
Somebody
so.
comment something evil on my shit, I'ma delete it. Then what?
Right, now what? You gonna
I don't need your hate.
You don't
comment
exist,
something
bro.
again?
Well, I'm
Like,
just turning the what's names off. You can't comment that.
Yep. Now
Like,
what?
but-
You done messed it up for everybody.
Facts.
I
Like,
don't read my comments, bro. Like I post shit and then I'm like, oh, this is so much.
That one
I be
girl.
feeling bad.
That girl who did This Is America video. She
Yeah.
got her comments off.
She knew
I
it
was
was
they was about to
She
come
did it.
kill her.
Everybody was
She did
cooking.
another one.
Like just the feminist version of This Is America, and people was talking
She
so bad
asked
about
for it.
And people
That's
was
what
going
she
for
wanted.
them.
She did something terrible. She wasn't terrible.
No,
just
it wasn't.
bad,
It was
bro.
just
It was
whack,
whack.
and
It
it
was
was just
whack.
taking away from.
Wait, he was trying
Yeah.
to do it. You trying to be a part
It was a
of it.
leech kind of.
It was whack.
Yeah.
It's
I
very
hate,
whack.
I hate
But
when
you
people
know
do
niggas
that
was already
shit,
hot.
bro.
Niggas was already
Oh,
hot.
and it was funny too. You know they was
Niggas got out. They different keyboards. They ergonomic ones.
No, this bitch did not try to fucking normalize sexual injustice. Oh, get her.
They put on some gloves.
Some shit you gotta just let, you know what I'm saying? I
Yeah,
don't know.
bro.
But we all trying to figure everything out, bro. I don't think anybody has the answer, so I just be quiet about it. Like shit
But
I
you
don't
can't be
agree with
quiet.
shit.
You gotta open the dialogue.
But if
That's
I
how we learn,
don't, if I
man.
don't agree, I just don't have time to be arguing it. It's like, I just want to agree with something. I just be like leave it at that. And I'll look at maybe you can convince me otherwise. Not like talking to y'all, talking to my niggas. I learned different perspectives and shit. Like last time I was here, I learned we weren't allowed to say Jewish.
You can still say Jew, but it's a negative. There's negative.
Yeah, I didn't know you can say you can. I didn't know Jew was
Probably-
So
bad.
I was going to work like,
It's
is
probably
you
in context.
I mean, Jewish.
You know, I didn't know.
I
I learned.
Is that raised like? Because I work
Oh,
with all
this-
type of
Bro, I
Jewish
didn't know
guys.
till like 2-3
me,
years
it's
ago.
just-
I still, it's hard for me to understand. Like, when I see a Jewish person, I don't see anything wrong with them. I'm just like,
What's wrong with Jewish folk?
you seem cool to
But
me.
that's their religion.
You
and
seem
their
to cool
race.
with me.
It's the only time.
That's the thing.
They-
Like,
yeah,
when it's
Jewish
like,
people
I
say
see absolutely nothing wrong with them. I'm
Honestly,
like,
the only
I'm
part
sp-
about
I'm
what
like
you were
supposed
saying,
to see something negative.
is
Jewish person
we
say
gotta
nigga.
learn how to communicate better.
Nah.
If we learn how to communicate
They went
better,
to the Holocaust. They went to shit.
I think white people can
was
say
just- I
nigga
was
if they
just
can say it correctly. If you can figure out how to say it in proper context, then, and if you don't say it right and you get beat up, then you lost. You said it wrong.
Nah.
That's the only way to know how you say it
if
right.
you say it to me, I'm gonna beat you up, and you automatically said it wrong.
Bro, what if they say it so smooth and you don't? What if they be
Nigga
like,
depends on the person. It's
okay, so your white
subjective.
friend, so here go the scene. We chilling outside, your white friend leave, they come back and like, yeah, I was about to leave, but it was like 15 niggas sitting on my car. I gotta wait about like 30 minutes till they leave.
You gonna
You gonna be like, I wouldn't have got in my car either. You say 15?
Right, bro. I'm a crack
The
that on 15 niggas.
I'll be
Like you said,
bro,
niggas.
Let's go
That's
look.
crazy.
It's
That's
only
so-
5 of us here.
That's subjective because then it could be in one dude be like, well, it's one nigga right here.
That nigga was already mad.
Now
That
you
nigga
say
was with the
15
15 on the
niggas.
car.
I'm like, bro, what you got gun in? But
Nah, I'm just
Got
saying-
15 niggas, but
I'm
it's
just
something
saying,
that-
I understand, like,
bro, if you say niggas, it's-
if somebody
it's
says
one
nigga
thing.
at you, that's the, like, racist shit's happened to me, but nobody's ever came to me and called me like a nigga, like, cause they know that's like an ass whoop, like,
Right.
But
That's
I feel
like-
like
you
niggas
just
with the
giving
words
me-
that
you
white
just
people
giving
just
me a reason
analyze
to
the
feel
shit
like-
in the sense at all.
Right.
but they already saying it.
And I'm really gonna
We know
fuck
they
you
already
up.
They're already
Like,
saying it.
And I'm not gonna hate crime whoop some white guy's ass for it, but I did check white boy Joey in his house because he was just like, he was a nigga.
He
abuser.
made me he definitely made me
I was
a
like, white
character
boy
of
Joey,
one.
you're saying nigga more than me,
He's
bro. Like,
basically a nigga.
I'm
And then
like-
we put white boy into his name, so we racially attacking him too.
but we got
Facts,
called
bro.
white boy Joey because he says he's white boy Joey.
We racially
He won't
attacking him all the
respond to
time.
Joey. I tried to call him Joey. He's like, who's Joey and white boy Joey? I'm like,
Also, in
Nah,
context, I
man.
bet you he didn't say it wrong. You just wanted to be upset. You
nah, he was like, and then this nigga, man, and then this nigga. I'm like, bro, it was like nigga was the
How
loudest
many
word
niggas
the
was
sentence.
in there? Was it 3?
Bro, he was repeating the word. He was telling a story. But in the story, it was like, if you was reading it, nigga was like capital letter and all red. Like, you gotta read like, so Jimmy went to the store, then he saw a nigga outside. The nigga was sitting there. I'm like,
You might have just heard it like that. You might have
maybe.
just
That
heard
shit
it
was
like
like,
that.
wee.
Bro, sometimes I feel like I'm supposed to get offended by stuff and I don't get offended.
But
I
no,
feel so bad. I'm
But
like,
I'm not
I feel
that guy.
like-
I'm not
I
that
feel like
guy, bro. Like, I swear
Maybe
to
you
God.
are.
Bro, I swear on my mother's eyes, bro. It was like, it was going
This time, like,
normal.
I can't
What did you do?
I can't be anything now again. Take it back, G,
I'm
please.
straight. I'm definitely.
You were terrible.
G did that shit.
You were terrible. J-Mon gonna be pissed at you. J-Mon gonna be like, G, give mom back her eyes.
He said, I ain't going.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Like,
You remember that?
look, he tried to
I
convince
just hate
me. He was like, it's not.
Yeah, somebody said,
I
put
got
a
it.
controller down. It's fucking right.
He was like, wee.
No, the
It's
nigga
like,
woke
you
up
cut
like,
your phone
no!
on. So when you cut your phone on, but it ain't no battery there. But what Maury was saying, like how you said, you don't feel like arguing with somebody that maybe they convince you. I don't think it's more about convincing somebody, but I think that we just gotta get to a point to where we can have like even when me and Hakeem, when I was starting to yes, we gotta be able to just open
But it's
the
different with
yeah.
you.
I don't trust you
Like-
to be able to do that.
We besties.
But me, I
But
still,
somebody else was yelling at me. I'm like,
but
this
I still
conversation's over now.
gotta. That's not just because we besties don't mean that I shouldn't learn how to communicate.
Yeah, you can still learn, but I'm saying it's like it's easier. It's way
But like, you
easier.
just took the conversation like,
We have to learn how to have conversations and be able to have that dialogue and have the dialogue, have a conversation, be in a comfortable place. Because, like, I was talking to my mom about this, and she was super mad, but, like, when people get set in their ways about how they think about shit, you feel me? Like, instead of, like, even making it to where, like, there's even an ability for a conversation to be had, like, that's not a compromise. She felt like that was a compromise. Like, basically, she was like, well, I feel like it should be that way, so we're not talking about it no more. That's not a compromise.
Right.
If you think there's a compromise in our relationship, then when you get a husband, you're going to think that's a compromise. And it's not. That's you come to an agreement about something and you don't care about having a discussion anymore. And if there's not even a place where we can make a dialogue available to where we can have this conversation to figure out, okay, well, look, you think it's this way, I think it's this way. Can we at least try to agree to disagree? Or like I said, it don't got to be an argument, but see, that's the fine line when a conversation turns from a conversation into an argument.
Right.
If we learn how to have a conversation, then it won't
People be
turn
too
into an
passionate,
argument.
but I mean, I like you
Right,
right.
you're supposed to be
You right.
passionate on your side.
But you have to learn how to have restraint.
Yeah,
You have to
yeah.
learn how to wait and listen to a person. Something that's my problem.
I agree, bro.
I'm
I
so
agree.
passionate. I don't
I'm like,
even
man,
hear
you
what the
seem
fuck
to,
this
you
person's
seem to speak a
saying.
lot of this, G, but
I'm trying to grow. I
different
still-
G here.
I know. I'm trying to see the shit,
I
but it's
think you
hard
got
to
better
implement
listening,
this
though.
shit.
I think you got better
It's hard to
listening,
implement. It's a day by day
Okay.
journey, man. It's a day by day journey. But the first step is realizing
He had
you
a
got
like
issues.
He was like, man, I remember when I was.
He
on
said,
that
I haven't
non-listening-
argued in 2 days.
No, I argue all the
I remember when
time.
I was on that non-listening session. Somebody be talking to me, I'm like, what?
He went
What did he
there.
say?
He used to wait to hear you say
I got
that.
an
Two
opinion
words
on
that
that
matched
one.
what he was saying.
He said,
You know,
what?
What the fuck you was talking about?
Huh?
But
I
you know,
still-
you're right. You got really right, bro. If people can communicate, that's the answer to a lot of shit. Communication is the answer to a lot of shit. Yeah, that's relationships, period.
I feel like
But-
all opinions ain't valid. I feel like we're all entitled to have opinions, but I feel like right now, especially since we all got social media right now, social media is so powerful that we can all get our opinions out, and we're all just like, but you gotta respect their opinion. You gotta respect their opinion because you want your opinion to be respected too. Sometimes I'll be on some bullshit, and my opinion might not be valid.
You
And
might be wanting to put 2 cents in about some shit.
yeah, and I think we gotta like. The fucking internet and social media is still so new compared to everything else. Like cars is old as fuck. Social media on this
Been out
tier,
for less than like 10 years.
on this tier,
More than that.
social media in general has been out for a while, but this Twitter, Instagram, Facebook tier that we have,
Facebook came back with
It's
a
like-
fucking.
this is like a
resurgence.
couple
Right,
years
that's what I
old, so we
said.
still gotta figure it out. And once everybody gets used to venting, and then maybe we'll calm down a little bit and be like, well, I've heard people's opinions for years. I don't have to hear yours today.
I think people gotta get used to not taking it in. Like I think that's what people are starting to witness. I think everybody want to always act like we're not sensitive, but we are sensitive. Because if you weren't sensitive, you wouldn't be reading the comments to give a fuck about what somebody
I
even
just be
said.
trying to hurt my own
Like
feelings.
I wouldn't even care.
I be like, what can I
Yeah,
see
you be like,
so bad?
and then you see it in your
Come on.
feelings is hurt. You like, bruh, like
And
if
I
you
just
wasn't
get
sick,
off.
why you even care? Why you even
That's a
care?
good point. Because when you see some shit and then somebody, like, let's say for instance, some basic racist ass shit, right? We all see that basic racist ass comment.
Yeah.
And then you go through it like,
Some
I can't,
cop
but you
shit.
knew you was gonna
Some
see
cop
it.
shit.
You go
Yep,
to,
yep.
you see the cop then kill a black
I'm
dude. So
gonna
you go to the
watch
comments
that shit.
to see what the fuck
But
somebody.
I like
Yeah,
that.
you
That's
know,
the only-
bro.
You knew it
That's
was
the
gonna be
only
there.
Somebody gonna be
reason
like,
why I
well, that
read
kid shouldn't have been walking down the street.
That's the
Fuck
only
you,
reason.
And it just hits you all at once.
Hey, that's why I like watching that cop
But
shit.
you don't
'cause
read
it
those
be funny, but
comments. I
it be
don't
true
watch those
though.
videos.
A white
Yeah, I don't
person
watch
to
the
be
videos.
like, hey,
I don't watch the videos,
y'all
I
gonna
just
hate
see
me
the
for
comments.
this. But that motherfucker shouldn't have been fucking playing with that.
He
Come on,
said, "Hey, y'all gonna hate me."
It'd be like 300 likes, and then you got 65 people like, oh hell nah.
Said 300.
96 replies. I go all the way to the first one. Like,
That's
who's
the
first
300
black
niggas
person?
who didn't have the balls to say
Who's
it.
first?
But there's like, you get them one.
No, and another thing, okay, so the numbers on social media,
It can be sad.
This shit
nah,
funny.
like the numbers on like Twitter, like you see someone like with 20,000 retweets, you be like, damn, this is really popular. This is what the world thinking. It's way more than 20,000 people in Columbus, and it's a lot of people that don't even have social media, and the social medias are tailored towards what you're into and what your friends are into. So it's kind of like showing you that on purpose. So like the opinions that we see in is kind of like
Bullshit.
they're
they're
not fake, but they're like tilted and twisted in a way.
Social media is so like news outlets steal shit from social media, so
Yeah.
you have to do your own.
So,
if you
yeah,
want
social
really,
media is
you
more-
get passionate about some shit, you gotta do your own research.
Twitter is the most powerful, but then
and
then
doing
you do
research
research.
can only take you
Sources.
so far.
Sources aren't as important right now because everybody got a voice, but we got to slowly get ourselves back to like,
Sources steal shit from bullshit
Sites.
sites too.
bro. I
Like,
mean, I
they
know.
take
So
shit
you
from,
gotta,
like,
you're supposed to cite your shit at the bottom. So you go and you be like, okay, you got this from NPR. This sounds a little bit more believable than from
black plus page .web. What the fuck is that?
And we all got those family and friends who don't know how to tell.
Oh, they can't tell the difference?
They just be like, I saw it and it's happening. They be like,
They
oh,
said Trump
my
raped
friend-
Jesus and he could have
Bro.
killed his wife.
and you be like,
I'm like,
shut
what?
the fuck.
My friend told me, like, you need to
Bro.
go over your mom's house. It's gonna be a blackout from that motherfucking fake ass.
Bro, my
EMP
grandma,
shit.
I was like, grandma,
I'm like, at least it was your grandma, though.
Bruh.
At least it was your grandma, not a motherfucking girl you gotta talk to and realize, like, you gotta have that aha moment, like, wow.
At
really
least,
that dumb.
it's not like how Tone is on fucking Fortnite.
Shut the.
And he fucking come up with an excuse every time his black
Yo.
ass gives an excuse.
Bro, like that.
He's so mad.
Bro, right?
I didn't say that about me.
Nah, bro, after
Like
Y2K,
the voice, I'm like, I hear the fucked up in his voice. I hear it like, Toe, where you at? Bro, I'm over here.
That's exactly what it means. That's exactly what it means.
bro.
I'll be over here like,
Toe! He's like, bro, you ain't see all them niggas.
Toe! He be like,
Bullshit. Look, he ain't even defending
Bro.
himself. What do you have to say?
Bro, I got so
Bro,
mad. Bro, I got so mad. Bro, let me tell you, I got so fucking mad today. I had to get off the game. These niggas pissed me off so bad.
That's the thing.
So we was gonna play. We went to Pleasant Park, right? Meanwhile, I'm sorry.
Listen, can we get past the point that this nigga Javon dies first?
Can we talk
All
about
the
the
stories?
fact that Keys built me and Vern a house and we both each had our own room?
Man, fuck all that.
Hey,
Fuck
we
all
were
that.
playing, what was that?
I
Yesterday,
did
Tom,
not
I had
die
6
first.
kills. 7
I
kills.
do not die
early.
first. I do not fucking
like,
die first.
I got him, y'all.
This is Tone's excuse last
don't
night,
die.
right? This is Tone's excuse last night. So not only was he high as all hell, something was in his eye for an hour. An hour, bro. He was like, hey, for real. Hey, bro, my eye was still watering because I had to get that shit out of my eye. Because we would come in and fight. I'm like, die. He would come in like, I'm like, Tone.
Yo, what was the key point?
Tone, what is
You
going on?
died. Why couldn't you handle it
Bro,
yourself?
There's no I do die first and then it's your fault after. he
Exactly. I'm
died.
like, what the fuck?
It's always
no.
your
I'm like,
fault.
nigga, what the
No.
fuck?
Like, bro,
She
why
doesn't
is
even
he
play
here to
Fortnite,
fight
son.
combat?
She doesn't even play
Javon
Fortnite.
you hate teamwork. But
Look.
one time though,
He's
one
one
time me
wolf.
and Javon was playing we were playing duos. He said, alright, I'm gonna just walk right behind you. Me and Javon went on a killing spree, bro.
Bruh, like,
So if you can get him to play right, good luck. He's sweet.
You got
Remember in the last of us, I'm doing my own thing.
Bro, he made a whole thing on
He
it.
had a
Chelsea
whole-
said, I'm doing my own thing today. Bro, that's how much we say. She was like, bro, I'm doing my own thing. I be like, hey, we gotta get back on Last of Us again, bro. It's,
We do, bro.
It's so hard to play because the people that be playing ain't never stop playing.
It's so sweet. But if we play with a scrub, we can play a low level, you know what I'm saying, low level
Bro.
team, and then we can.
And we
so let me tell you,
And
bro,
we not
bro.
whack. We not whack. We
Let me
still
tell you what happened
fucking.
before I fucking leave. These niggas, we in Pleasant Park, and I'm fucking fighting 2 niggas by myself. Tone is literally 20 feet next to me. I'm pretty sure Maury knows how 20 feet. I mean, Maury knows what Pleasant Park looks like. I was in the condo right next to the soccer field. He was in that house with the tree and the log over it.
This nigga
You
watch
know
my
what the
ball.
fuck I'm talking about. So I'm shooting him. I'm like, yeah, Tone.
I
Hell,
was at the
Charles is
crib with the
playing
dog.
with me too. Charles all laid up with his big bitch forehead ass.
Oh,
With
you
his-
rude.
Fucking,
Did she blaze you first?
huh?
He talking about his forehead.
Oh.
Look.
I
I was
thought
in
you talking about her
I was in the
forehead.
crib with the doghouse all on the other side. This nigga
So
was all
he
the way up
was
in the condo with all the
bro.
windows.
He was not.
Where you could just
He's
walk straight
lying,
through like on the
bro.
second floor.
He's
He was in that
lying.
crib. And I had a shotgun. How the fuck was I supposed
He
to
always, bro.
I get
Shotgun
that
is a good
separated.
gun.
What was I supposed to do from
Why
all
are
the way
like
up in here
Pleasant
and
and
all
get
the way over there?
separated? Pleasant is where contact is definitely at.
Bro,
Why
I
don't y'all
always tell
separate
these niggas, bro. I swear, bro, dealing with that has let me know, dealing with niggas, bro. You can tell them to land tight. Now, sometimes it might be my fault where I'll be like too curious to go get the gun. I'm like, all right, y'all.
That be
let's grab
Javon
the gun.
all the time.
And then they
Bro, no, look.
That be Javon he'd be like, alright, y'all, we landed right here. As soon as we get almost there, he'd be like, yeet! And go turn over until he can get some chest that so we couldn't get it. I'm
He
like,
saw it at the
Bro,
last
he
minute.
this
He
exactly.
know it's true. He know it's true.
Look, this
not.
is exactly what
That's
happened.
not.
When he said,
Nah.
all right, we going into Pleasant. And then y'all know there's 2 hills that's right there. They always got 2 chests up there. He was like, all right, bro, go to this first house. I'm gonna grab
And
this
it
chest up
always,
here.
bro.
What the fuck?
Perfect. Thank you for bringing that to my fucking attention, you weak bastard. Yeah, I fucking land on that hill, the hill that I always land on, because
If it
it's
ain't
a chest. No, it's a chest right there, and then you land in the condo. I have an oversight of you of what the fuck is going on, and I tell you what's happening. Your high motherfucking ass just sitting there, just like, oh, okay. Oh, okay, he's right there. He's coming. Oh, I'm getting shot, Javon. Then I come over there, you die, then his team is just fucking teabagging your ass. And then I fucking die too, because they already knew I was coming.
How?
Damn, bro.
How they know you
Cause
was
that's the game plan. That's the game plan.
That suck.
Yo, bro.
If I'm
I
dead,
hate getting on the game with this nigga because I know.
He didn't watch it. He was like,
Bruh,
And we talking about video games. I just
Bro,
want
if
to
I'm
know.
fucking dead, why would you come to save me?
I
I'm already dead.
I am in
What the fuck
Overwatch.
on?
Bro,
dude,
bro.
shut up, Hakeem.
I'm so sweet at Overwatch, y'all. I can't play with none of my friends no more because I break out. And I'll be so sad. I'll be so sad now.
That's how I feel with Fortnite. I be getting so stressed out playing with this podcast.
I just be there for
Not the
fun.
same thing at all. There's no type of ranks or anything in Fortnite.
It's other
Nothing
than
is
if I'm
shit.
doing this rant.
Doing
I've
it.
been quiet as fuck. I
No,
can't
we all
stand
know
what
what's
they
up. No, I got the stats to prove
Mari
it.
sucks,
We
bro.
argue every time.
Mari,
we
bro, Mari is okay. I don't know what it is. Well, Mari being okay with being whack at that game. Cause when he died, he like, ah, man, that was crazy. Chelsea, like, he doesn't have no passion to it, like I do. So he can fuck off with him.
It's no fucking kid.
Fuck off, boy. No, it ain't no kid game, nigga. It ain't no kid game, nigga.
I can't take it too
It ain't no
serious.
kid game.
I mean, it's a good game.
And bro.
Bro, this is so He's the dad with the glasses.
Right, bro. He was like, soon as he
He got
died,
a coffee.
that's it. Soon as he died, he was like, that was fun.
He was like, how do we
That was great.
How do I show
We
up?
tried our best. We tried our best. We did a good job,
I
guys.
do be having fun.
Chelsea, where's that food? Where's some cookies at? Where's some cookies at?
Bro,
Hey, bad.
but this nigga J Bomb really has the worst communication. He's the first person. Bro, he's the first person to complain. The person he dies, he will fucking go fight somebody. He will
Bro,
go fight
he
somebody.
knows the difference. I'm telling you, this time he played correctly. We was doing
Bro,
so
I
well.
communicate good, bro. Fuck
No,
what
you
Mark's
don't,
talking
bro.
about.
This
Bro,
nigga is
why
straight up.
everybody else saying you don't then?
Bro,
Yes.
this nigga J Bomb,
Fuck they all flock with Maury. Fuck that nigga.
Bro, what's
always about the kids that way.
Bro, this is literally what happened, bro. We'll
It's a conspiracy.
This what
Right,
we'll always
right.
say we going to fucking wherever. It don't fucking matter. Everybody know Tilted, right? Everybody, we going to fucking Tilted. We going to the L. This nigga J Bomb will go to a different building secretly, and because he think J Bomb really confident in his skills. I don't even say J Bomb can shoot some niggas, but if he dies, you better have been behind him. But even though he didn't say anything,
You are right about that
bro, he
sometimes.
didn't say
He wants to
anything.
be one player.
He'll
that
go
you
get a
as
kill or
his
two.
player.
Like, and he gets the kill. He's like,
Bro,
oh, you
bro,
no.
niggas.
You are right about that sometimes, but my problem is if Tone, for example, this is another thing that Tone did. He'll see somebody, I'm like, hey Tone, because I try to do my best, bro. I've learned communication is really key at that game when it comes to
And life.
well, 2 shots, shield is down, hit him twice.
You gotta
40,
use
50,
durations and
you
shit,
know,
too.
22
You got
northeast.
contact and
Something like that.
southwest.
Tone would be
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, we got niggas northwest 36. I seen. I mean, he would say he seen. I would hear Tone shoot. We all know it's a distance game. You know you're not supposed to gauge. You know if you gauge on your skills, this nigga's just shooting. I don't even know
If
where this
they close,
nigga's
they
at.
fucking close and I'ma shoot them guys. What the fuck do you mean?
Hey, I told you contact
What the fuck do
34
you
West.
mean?
I'm engaging.
What the? No, that's not even.
I'm engaging.
Look.
I'm engaging.
That's not even the word.
Contact.
That's not even the word.
Contact.
This
If
nigga
you are not,
down.
if engaging and
He's
being
so
aggressive
soft.
is not your
Oh,
strong
God.
suit,
Still off of
if
it.
engaging and being aggressive is not your
How
strong
do you know
suit, you
that?
should not be opening fire if I have not confirmed.
But he's saying that they're
the target.
close.
I
He's
get
saying
that,
they're
bro.
close.
But
He's
get
got
what
it.
I'm saying. If we're a team of duo,
We're a team?
if we're a team of duo or 4, nigga, if Maury knows his strong suit
Nigga,
is
my
not
skills
with-
is my bro.
Hold on.
Nigga, your skills was good back in the day, nigga.
Back in the
Back in the
day.
day, nigga.
Back in the
When was back in the day? Hold on.
Like,
It's only been
before
weeks.
God of War.
If I may quote Lil Wayne, I don't bust back because I shoot first.
You feel me?
Man,
I don't
shut
gotta
the
worry
fuck
about them
up.
shooting us because
Shut
I'm
the
already
fuck
shooting
up,
them.
man.
They already getting
I'm
shot
not saying,
at.
J-Lo, I'm bad at the game, but J-Hon be a bad team.
He's a bad team, but he's good. He's so.
Man, fuck on here
He's
this here time. He's got great vision.
Bro, I think he's good at the game. You're always gonna shoot.
Why
But
they
you
say
got
who was
really
the
bad.
best at DJ Hero?
Oh, Gerald, hands down.
Probably me.
I don't know what the fuck.
Probably me.
I got it in the room, bro.
Heard it through the grapevine.
That's DJ Hero 2. I got DJ Hero 3.
You got 3?
Yeah.
I never played
That's the
3.
one with the shawty's like a memory in my head.
What else is on there?
Oh shit, my shit is that motherfucker.
Dang, bro, Feel Good Inc.
No. What the fuck?
This is the
got this
Racing Prophecy.
Bro, that's my shit, nigga. That's my shit.
Anthony like that shit too. He like, hey, play that,
Bro,
play that.
my nigga Hub fuck with that shit,
Bro, you can just hold the button and play the song for real.
That
You
shit
got-
hard.
Bro, that's.
Tired of giving my life. Like, oh
Yeah.
shit, it gets
And then
it
it break.
away.
You think the song fucked
No
up,
way.
and then it came back on? Bro, that's.
Hey, DJ Hero was hard. It had no longevity, but it was sweet.
Yeah,
We love
bro.
you, DJ Hero.
Hey, we do love you, DJ Hero. Hey, it's coming back, bro. We gonna put the works on that because that shit, it's got. We could do something with that. That could be good. But yeah, man, I think we can get wrap this up, man. This was the best friends episode, man. You know what I'm saying? Vern always pass out. It's either Javon or Vern. I got like a
You
big
know
brother
Vern
power
famous. I
over
just
their
speak for
energy.
Vern. Y'all didn't ask him any questions.
Bro, I steal
not
all of
gonna
their
lie.
energy. They always fall asleep when they're around.
As Vern's representative, he just like to say that he had fun too.
Great time. It's the Back of the Class podcast where the cool kids talk about the cool shit, man. You know what I'm saying? We holler at y'all. Be looking out for that live show too, man. We coming, man. It's gonna be. He gonna unplug.
G-Wagon video game.
So much I wanna do, yeah. Bro, I've been listening to John.
Thought he
That nigga
was.
also more